Nunley and Fred Slow.
It's Friday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? It means the boys are at the ballpark. Let's go. Let's go over at Ice Toast Park. I am here, Fred Slow, alongside me, my very good friend, my business partner, Van Nunley. Van, how are you?
What's happening, my guy? Trying to stay cool out here.
See, and I had a hot start to the day. I'm heated right now.
Oh, everyone's heated.
Everyone's heated right now.
Allegedly, we're in a heat dome.
We're in a heat dome.
104.
It's 104 degrees.
It's 104 now?
And I was doing last-minute hustles for the big Duke City Championship Wrestling show tomorrow at the El Rey Theater.
How exciting.
I tell you what, I'm like one guy too short. I need to be two people.
I'm going to be two people tomorrow.
Well, yes.
I'm going to be at Duke's Retro Night.
Correct.
And then at intermission, I'm going to be at Duke City Championship Wrestling. You boys double fisting.
That's a lot of Dukes.
That's a lot of Dukes. Joining us on the program, Jake Cassio.
Good to be here.
Who almost made us late for the show because he doesn't know how outlets work. You want to go over that real quick? Or
Well, you told me touch the GFIC, and I was like, I have no idea what that is. Turns out it's the little button on the outlet that,
GFCI. And here's the thing. I said, Amory, I said to Jake, goes, there's no power on the Comrec inside radio. Comrec's the little computer that allows us to be somewhere and be on the air. Jake goes, it doesn't work. I go, it's an outside outlet, man. Press the GFCI, and you're like, the what?
Yeah.
I'm talking to a child.
I've never heard it referred to that. I know it as the button on the outlet.
Yes. So
Jake said I only watch Law and Order SVU.
Yes.
I've never seen Law and Order GFCI.
No.
Yeah.
And then so you go to press it, and how would you say you pressed it firmly, correctly, or the Jake way?
The Jake way.
Yes.
Which is, I pressed, it went in, kind of. I don't know. I didn't know how powerful I needed to be with the thing.
Mm-hmm. So we're good. We're up and running. It's a hot day. I'm not going to let this get to me. We've already been brought in Gatorades and waters.
You're welcome, boys.
Yeah. Fan, you're a master class at getting us
I want my boys
hydrated.
to stay hydrated. It's going to be a long show. We're out in this hot heat dome.
I'm wearing short sleeves. I never wear short sleeves.
You're not wearing shorts, though.
Yeah.
Well, I'll never wear shorts. I'm
You
an
got to
adult.
show. You got to show them calves, baby.
I'm an adult.
You worried about getting a referral?
That has nothing
from
to do with being an adult. You can wear shorts
Shorts?
in a hot climate.
Oh,
Yes.
I never, ever seen an adult wear shorts outside of where? The golf course?
no.
and maybe hooping.
I disagree with that.
Maybe if it's like above 90 degrees outside.
Hooping?
They make nice shorts.
I'm a shorts guy.
Yeah, I
this
got
summer.
some nice shorts on right now.
Even jorts. Even I'm
Yeah,
doing
the
jorts.
jorts.
It's never. Here's when it's acceptable to wear shorts. At the beach,
Always.
Yeah.
always.
Yeah.
Playing golf on a hot day,
Always.
playing basketball.
Always.
Those are the 3 times it's acceptable to wear shorts.
Let me tell you. Let me tell
we
you
all
the fourth
disagree
one,
with you.
guys. Let me tell you the fourth one where it's acceptable to wear shorts. I'm a grown ass man who does whatever he wants. That's the other one.
I like that.
That's also when
Mhm.
it's okay.
You've
Whenever
lost
I
this
damn
battle,
well
Fred.
please, I'll wear shorts.
Wearing shorts is the American way.
Yes.
The what way?
The American way.
Fred, you're alone on this one. Sorry,
I'm not
you
alone
lost.
on this.
You lost.
There's me and lots of adults out there that will tell you every single weather is blue jean weather.
Taxation
No.
without representation, freedom of religion, and I'll wear shorts whenever I want. We fought a war over this, Fred.
And we won.
We won in a landslide victory.
It's unfortunate to me that you have shorts as such an important part of your identity that you can't see through how idiotic this
It's
is.
103.
Wearing
Yeah.
short
I'm doing
sleeves.
3 things. We're making a lot of lists in the first segment. I'm doing 3 things today.
Yes,
A nice airy shirt,
Good,
very
good.
breathable.
it's a bad shirt.
Shorts.
I like it.
I got multiple compliments today. Watch your mouth.
Facebook.com/TalkABQ. Come see Van's shirt.
It's amazing. Number 2, shorts. Number 3, I know we've been busy, but you didn't look behind me, boys.
Oh,
July-
wow.
July 14th, the year of our Lord, 2023, I retired the mullet. So the mullet is no more. It's too hot
You've
for
had
that.
a
Well,
mullet
this is
this
good
whole time?
timing
It's too hot for the Kentucky waterfall back here, baby.
because I've been thinking about growing mine.
Well, yeah, take mine.
Yeah.
I'll go to the barber. I'll get it for you.
Okay,
I'll
perfect.
sweep it up.
Yeah, we could just do a hair extension thing.
Beautiful.
Hard no on all of this.
Anti-mullets, anti-shorts. kind of sounding like a commie today.
I tell you, I'm the
Oh.
nicest. I'm the kindest guy on the history of this planet. You're doing something great. I'm gonna tell you you're doing something great. You're looking good. I'm gonna tell you you're looking good. You're feeling good. I'm gonna feel that energy. I can tell you're feeling good. I'm not gonna walk up to Van right now because he makes the right decision in life to get rid of his stupid mullet and say, "Hey, nice cut." I'm not gonna commend you on doing the thing you're supposed to do.
I don't need you to high five me because I got a haircut.
I'll give you a
I
skin
do
trophy.
that myself. Thanks for the skin trophy,
Yeah.
Jakey boy.
Running. You can wear shorts if you go running. You can wear shorts if you go swimming. You can wear denim shorts on the 4th of July. The list is basically done after that.
Okay, now hold on. If you work at Foot Locker,
Yeah. No, they have to
You
wear
wear
pants, I think.
no, you can wear shorts at Foot Locker with your little referee costume.
Nice.
You're thinking
Yeah.
of champs.
Yeah,
Am I?
yeah. I
who
think
wears-
Foot Locker has to wear
I'm
pants.
telling you, champs is the blue shorts.
Who
Yeah.
wears the ref shirt?
That's
Foot
Foot
Locker.
Locker.
You can wear shorts at Foot Locker.
No.
I don't
I've
think
seen-
so.
I've
I
seen
think
a
it's a
lot of
black
sh-
pants.
I've seen a
thing.
lot of shorts at
I've
Foot Locker.
refereed basketball. I've been a patched official. I've never worn shorts.
At Foot Locker. Okay, back to you and your obsession with having long pants on
Yeah.
year round,
What are you wearing? Pleats?
which is weird.
You wearing pleats right now? What's
It's
up?
the hard stance you're taking on long pants is very weird.
Guys, I'm an adult.
You're gonna die on this
So?
long pant heel.
I'm into
This
my
is what
late
we're doing?
30s. What if anything happens? What if a single thing happens? I'm prepared. I got pants on.
What if a water main bursts and now your stupid pants are all wet?
Oh, like they
And
won't roll up?
Me and young Cassio
Yeah.
here, high and dry.
We're good to go.
Hey, do me a favor, Van, because that water main's breaking. We pull out your multi-tool from your cargo pocket on your shorts and hand it to me
Okay.
so I can be prepared to fix it.
All right, now someone's an adult who doesn't wear cargo shorts.
I'm anti-cargo
or
shorts on
pants.
this one.
I will never wear
I will
cargo
never wear
shorts.
cargo shorts either.
Oh, interesting. Everyone's
Not all shorts are
quickly
equal.
coming around.
No,
Okay, so
well, shorts are okay,
You're just gonna
but
pull,
not cargo shorts.
You're gonna pull that hammer out of the loop on your 2004 structure carpenter pants. Is that what you're gonna do next,
Yes.
Fred?
Here's my Leatherman goes on my belt. Unlike you, that feels like you need to conceal it at the kneecap. Carpenter short wearing, cargo short endorsing. It's kind of hot. Denim short cutting weirdo.
Okay, first off, all that's true, but nothing is bad about that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong
You're
with that.
describing awesomeness.
What are Bermuda shorts? That's what I'm getting texted here.
What are Bermuda shorts?
I think those are like what I'm wearing right now.
They're just,
World War II clothing. Managers of Bermuda's two major banks hired a tailor to make shorts based on those worn by the armed forces. Bermuda shorts have been worn with the blazer in certain cultures ever since. So you're telling me, and I'll buy into this, Bermuda shorts are acceptable because it was in an effort to save materials used towards the war effort.
Hey, you're
There.
welcome.
And yeah, we're looking out for Ukraine right now by wearing shorts.
First of all,
I'm exposing the lower thigh for the troops right now.
both of you wearing cotton.
For the troops.
Yeah,
You should at the beach, at the pool, on a boat. The list is really short.
Okay, with a blazer at the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
How about that? How
shoot
about-
shorts. I rocked that at a hollow with you one time.
Boom.
Yeah, it was a good look.
Suit shorts. There's a whole nother world out there, Fred.
There's no way that you two feel cooler than me because I'm wearing blue jeans
Just-
like an adult.
I feel more comfortable.
I am more comfortable and literally cooler. They're like the literal version of cooler. Like my body temperature is lower than yours because I'm wearing shorts.
I don't know how we. Is there a way to test a person's body temperature?
Yeah, I think so.
They're called.
It's like a meat cooker. You know, you just put it inside of you.
It's like a meat cook. They're called thermometers.
A meat cooker
It's a
in
meat-
Jake's world is a microwave.
It's a meat cook. Oh my god.
Hey, Marie, when's the last time you strapped on shorts for a night out?
Last week.
Never. That's correct.
No, I totally disagree with you on this subject.
Everyone does.
Everyone does.
Old
and,
Grant-
and you like that we all disagree with you.
Old Gran Torino over here in his rocking chair on the porch yelling at clouds.
I know.
Put some long jeans on, youngin. But while you're doing that, get off my lawn.
Fred is just a modest man.
I'm today's modern man.
Modest.
Oh,
And look, I'm gonna say something here that might get me doxxed.
mm-hmm.
But you got nice calves, Fred.
Yeah.
Show them calves
Yeah.
off to the world.
Get some sun. They probably
No.
white as your shirt right now.
Here's the thing about these calves.
wider.
They got sun. when I was wearing denim shorts on the 4th of July.
That was the first time those guys have seen the sun in probably like years.
Since last 4th of July.
When did we go to Hawaii?
September 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
When I hoop, I wear shorts.
Are you hooping outside though?
That's indoors.
Yeah.
No, that's indoors.
Yeah.
So
You got to take some vitamin D pills, man.
for what?
Get some sun.
Yeah,
You're
can't-
depriving your legs of natural sunlight all the time.
Well, no, his forehead's pretty pink. I think you're
Yeah.
getting some sun.
I was in the sun.
You can't produce enough vitamin D just from your forehead.
Well, also,
Fred.
my head is real hot and red because I'm wearing pants.
See,
Yes.
there you go.
So you got to keep that in
Full circle, baby.
I turned on because you guys told me to last night the Netflix quarterback show. Have you guys
Yes.
seen this yet?
I am halfway through it
Obviously.
right now.
Okay. Oh, you're halfway.
Yeah.
So you're like me. You're
Oh,
you
Jake.
quit on it.
I'm going to watch it.
No, it
Jake,
sucks.
you didn't get the production memo. We're doing one episode a week. Fred,
Oh,
I don't know if
okay.
you got that either. Van and I decided.
No, Jake means
So-
he's halfway through one episode.
I'm halfway through the show. I'm on episode 4.
I
of
watched
8.
the first episode.
That's so stupid that you watch that many.
I was supposed to. I didn't complete the assignment last night, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just-
So I have not seen the first
Well,
episode.
let me tell you about what I saw.
You can do spoilers, but just on the first
I'm going to do
episode.
full on spoilers. 'cause
No,
I don't,
everyone
I don't
can.
care that you didn't turn in your homework. That doesn't affect the rest
Yeah,
of
we
us.
all.
You don't
we
care
watched-
about my next Netflix viewing.
No.
You don't care about my shorts. You don't care that I just
We-
cut off my mullet.
Correct.
Why? How are we even friends,
We all agreed
Fred?
to watch this by Friday.
We all agreed today is Friday. I watched it. So I turned it on, and here's what it is. So the beginning is a NFL film style montage of spinning footballs. It's an NFL style montage of like a big hit and then like a quick cutaway. And I'm like, good. I remember liking this from NFL films.
Uh-huh.
This is a smart move, Netflix. You got me. You brought me in. And then they do what? They open with who? Kirk Cousins. Okay, I'm out. I'm out again. It's Kirk Cousins holding his little baby. I assume it's his baby.
First of all, you totally changed that. I know what you were really mad about. You were really mad about Brittany.
I don't know who Brittany is, but
That's
it's,
Mahomes.
Mahomes' girl.
oh, well, let me develop through on this. So as they go to Kirk Cousins holding what could or cannot be his baby, I obviously don't know enough about
He
his
has
life.
two
Probably
sons.
just
Yeah, those are
babysitting.
Yeah.
his children.
Those
Okay.
are his
No, he's
children, and
babysitting for
Queen
Phillip Rivers.
Julie and Queen Julie.
And then so he's there, and I'm like, okay, well, this is maybe not the start I would have gone with some of the names involved in this thing. And then it goes to who? Peyton Manning, and I'm like, let's go.
Okay,
let's go.
Good move.
This is the one guy.
Yeah.
This is and it goes Omaha, and I go, okay, like I'm like this is my thing. Now, also very impressive of Kirk Cousins having kids because he doesn't like vaccines. And if he could find an idiot to have kids with him,
Yeah.
that's really impressive. That's a neat thing to me.
She seems like an interesting woman
Okay.
from the interviews I've watched.
Well, I didn't get to her because here's what happened. After they showed me hard-hitting football and Peyton Manning, they gave me and I'm talking a close-up, guys, like the original Top Gun in the cockpit. I'm talking like a close-up of Patrick Mahomes' wife
Huh.
that is so tight. There's nothing else on my television except for her dome.
Okay.
And I cannot tell you what she was saying as I was so engulfed
tell you.
in rage that this thing that I was told was supposed to be about football and good is actually about Patrick Mahomes' girlfriend, fiance, or wife, I don't know which,
Wife.
tricking him or forcing him into taking selfies and him acting like a child about it. And then I turned it off. I have zero interest in watching the Real Housewives of Nashville NFL edition by Peyton Manning and company. This show sucks.
From what I've
Okay.
seen so far, Brittany talks the most out of the two. Patrick Mahomes, he talks a little bit, but no one wants to hear Kermit the Frog the entire time. So for some reason, Netflix decided that
Huh?
Brittany is the highlight, and she's she's who needs to talk.
10 minutes and 21 seconds. That's what I made it.
I made it 0 minutes and 0 seconds because I
Man,
didn't
I
watch
need you
it.
to watch it. Never listen to what
No,
Fred
I'm gonna
says.
get caught up.
And then there's also Marcus Mariota in it, who
Okay.
I don't know why they even decided to
I
throw
do.
him in there
Didn't say-
because
I do.
he's
do.
maybe had 5 minutes of screen time the entire show.
Didn't see him.
Well, they're trying to throw an elite quarterback, an average quarterback, and then like a lifelong, probably now career backup quarterback. I like that they have a full range of quarterbacks.
There are no quarterbacks. It's all about Patrick
No,
Mahomes.
you didn't watch it all.
Girl, I didn't have to.
They're going every week to week through the games last season.
Oh, they are not.
Yes, you haven't watched it.
I watched 10 minutes and 21 seconds.
Okay, I've been watching, and so has Jake. They go through every game of the last season.
How long does it take for it not to suck? Because if I had to put another 10 minutes into this thing, because 10 minutes is the test for me.
It's called quarterback, not quarterback's wife.
That's what it's
Yeah.
called.
Yeah, but you learn about their life. That's part of their life. Being a husband and a dad and being a quarterback.
I don't.
No,
I don't
You're
want-
humanizing the quarterback.
I'm not trying to humanize these celebrities
Not
and
at all.
athletes.
Not
Like,
at all.
I just
Well,
want
then
to know
don't
about.
watch it.
I just
think
want to know
it's good.
about behind the scenes stuff. I don't care about their
That's
families.
what they're doing.
No.
A day-to-day life as a quarterback.
None of this is behind the scenes day-to-day life. It was full-on produced. Her in the cockpit of Maverick's airplane with a zoomed in of her saying, me and Patrick met in high school, and
No,
you
they
won't
actually met in 7th grade.
you won't believe it,
Gross.
but
Were they both seventh graders?
No, he put her.
She was older.
She put Patrick Mahomes in the friend zone until sophomore year.
So we created this fabulous story because he, of course, my family did not approve until he was rich. That's what this was.
No, it wasn't.
And I said, this thing's got to go. Whoever tunes into this, number one, is a loser. And number two, needs to find hobbies or friends or sunlight.
Fred, you're the only person that doesn't appreciate the NFL. I feel like.
This is not the NFL.
Yes, it is.
It's an aspect of it.
This is getting football fans excited for football because we're 55 days away.
Well, get ready for a white knuckle thrill ride, Fred, because we're going to do an episode a week until football season actually starts.
I'm giving every single episode 10 minutes.
Okay.
And if it's interesting in the first 10, I'll continue. But I can't make something good that's not good. Also, Amory, you're talking like people want football right now. They don't. No one's trying to come back early from their vacation. You have 55 more days of vacation, friend of the show. Take advantage of this vacation.
I'm ready for football.
Nah, this is the time football fan gets warmed up.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I
losing.
would like to have a league year round. Just nonstop football. That's why I support the XFL and the USFL.
They already
Totally.
have a year-round sports season. It's called hockey.
Oh my god.
Also, Jake does not support the XFL and the USFL. Jake,
yes,
name
we do. We're
XFL
gamblers.
teams.
The XFL, we have the.
My team won the Arlington.
Hold on.
The Arlington Renegades.
Interesting.
They won.
That's the point.
I
They won
only
the
have
championship.
USFL in my head right now, like the Birmingham Iron.
It's
Okay,
more important to loser NFL fan that they present, just like Jake just did, just like A. Marie is with this girlfriend, Real Housewives of the NFL.
It is not. It's not wagged. It's not wagged. It shows the lifestyle day to day of humanizing a quarterback in the NFL, the most judged person in the NFL.
I will say this: it is no Hard Knocks,
It's nothing.
Well,
Yeah.
obviously.
and I mean, so far from my impression, I'm giving it like a 6.5 out of 10. I like the little bits of football that they throw in there, but then it's kind of a slow burn sometimes, where it's just like Brittany Williams, get off my.
Who is that?
Or
Brittany
whatever,
Mahomes.
Brittany Mahomes, whatever her name is.
Important question, Fred.
Yeah.
In the first 10 minutes and 21 seconds,
Yeah.
how many people were wearing shorts?
Yeah.
Oh, so here's the thing. You don't know
Oh my god.
because the interviews are done, according to A. Marie, in the behind the scenes of their real, but in their multi-million-dollar walk-in closets.
Okay, but all of them didn't just become rich; they worked to get there. And I kind of like that all these women were with them before they were rich. By the way,
I didn't know that was part of the story.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Mahomes has been there since like day one.
That
I
was in
think
the 12th
Kirk
minute.
met her
Yeah, could've
while
been.
he was in Washington,
yep,
and then Mariota's was at Oregon.
is before Washington, before he was drafted, because they were living in his parents' basement.
Everyone lives with their parents before
I
they go.
didn't.
Oh, you never lived with your parents at all in your life.
I left when I was 17.
Oh, interesting. Me too. Everyone lives with their parents at some point. It's not impressive to me. What's the most unimpressive thing is that you let Netflix trick you into running the Real Housewives of backup quarterbacks, and now your fandom is going to claim just because you have to love the NFL. We've been over this a million times. It's like Oasis's third album. The thing
Also,
sucks.
the best
It's
quarterback
okay
in the
to
league
admit.
right now,
Who is?
Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, there's no way that's true. It's Marcus Mariota.
Elite.
Patrick Mahomes is the most patient quarterback in the league. I know that because I saw his fiance, girlfriend, or wife on NFL quarterbacks.
I don't know how he does it.
In between her and his brother, he's got the patience of a saint.
That's why he likes playing football so much.
No wonder he's so patient and cool in the pocket, because he has to deal with all that every day.
Yeah, he's a scrambler.
From the texter, how quickly can Jake Google XFL teams? The friend of the show. All right, the text line's getting crazy here. Fred, if you wear cargo shorts, then you can carry multiple Fred lights with you. It's the best.
Ah, there you go.
All right, friend of the show, Ronnie, making an excellent point. Year-round short wear, brother. Only wear pants for certain occasions. Don't hold that against me. Friend of the show, Chris.
Nice. You're still going to lean into it, even though you know how wrong you are.
I'm not wrong.
You know we're right.
About what?
Shorts.
It's crazy. I've only been right about everything today.
It's the hottest day in the history of the planet.
Hottest takes on this program.
And you are just clinging the dear life with your jeans.
The heat's making it delusional.
And probably 2 undershirts, I'm guessing.
What is Brittany's name on the show? Brittany Clark, you said?
Mahomes.
Brittany Mahomes. Brittany Mahomes has angered me so much in the handful of moments that I saw her on my television. And I was like mad at myself because I by choice put her on my television. Because I got tricked by you and A. Marie because you guys told me this was a show about football.
I'm excited. I'll actually watch it this weekend and get caught up.
I'll give every single episode 10 minutes, nothing more. 2 minutes on.
And 21 seconds.
95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Claire.
Seeing more slowdowns, I-40 westbound between the interchange and Rio Grande. Also southbound I-25 continuing to move slow as you approach Osuna. That lasts until Comanche. Your river crossings right now, Paseo, Alameda, and Montano, they're all moving up to speed.
Brought to you by the Albuquerque Journal.
The Albuquerque Journal and Business Outlook. When you need local answers, the most reliable and in-depth information about health, safety, jobs, taxes, crime, energy, transportation, or government. Get the answers. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Registration is now open for the Lobo Cancer Challenge. Cancer can affect anyone at any stage of life, and you can unite with us against cancer and raise money for the UNM Comprehensive Cancer Center. Choose your bike, run, walk, or stair challenge for this September 23rd event and get your dedication bib and t-shirt. Plus, every dollar raised supports cancer patients, cancer research, outreach, and training right here in New Mexico. Sign up now or get more details online at lobocancerchallenge.org. And we'll see you on race day.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson. Action Matters is responsible for the content of this ad. Toxic water at Camp Lejeune has caused pain, suffering, and death for tens of thousands of dedicated Americans and their families. If you're a current or former Marine, dependent of a Marine, or civilian who worked at Camp Lejeune at any time from 1953 to 1987, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Call 800-306-0536 now to see if you qualify. Studies have found the water at Camp Lejeune was contaminated with toxic chemicals, causing serious health conditions such as bladder, breast, or kidney cancer, Parkinson's, leukemia, and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, as well as miscarriages, infertility issues, and certain birth defects. A new law was signed, allowing anyone that spent time at the base to seek the justice and compensation they deserve. Billions have been set aside by the government to compensate victims. All Marines, dependents, and civilian workers who spent time at Camp Lejeune anytime from 1953 to 1987 and developed a serious health condition, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation, even if you were denied a disability claim in the past. Call 800-306-0536 now to see if you qualify.
A minute 30.
800-306-0536, 800-306-0536.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about when your crew to quit in time sooner.
Which one do you think's best to come back to in this NFL thing?
No matter the project, we'll get you the right metal, shape and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast.
Aaron Rodgers.
Okay,
Deliver.
So we're going to go with
Leaving.
I wouldn't. No. No one cares about running backs anymore.
I agree.
Metal Supermarkets. Order online at metalsupermarkets.com.
The Dell Technologies Black Friday in July event has arrived with limited quantity deals on top tech to power any passion. Save on select XPS PCs and more powered by the latest Intel Core processors. Plus, get savings on select monitors and accessories, free shipping, and
What's
monthly
that?
payment options with Dell Preferred account. Save today by calling 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. Offered to U.S. residents by WebBank, who determines
I got it right here.
qualifications for and terms of credit.
Guys, supposed to play
If
at
you're hiring,
6:35.
it can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. Like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Now try ZipRecruiter free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/FREE.
Sound off right
here we go,
now
boys.
at 246-0610. Come on!
The boys are live at Isto's Park. Stein giveaway night tonight at the ballpark. Doors open at 5:30. It's the return of sports. Let's go. Who are we playing tonight? Salt Lake?
The Bees.
I hate Salt Lake.
Never been to Utah.
Keep Macaulay Culkin out of here.
He's Salt Lakey?
Because all of the bees.
It's a My Girl reference.
That is a My Girl reference. That's correct.
See, when I think of that, of like the bees, I think of that Nick Cage movie where he gets assaulted by bees with the mask they put over his head.
Okay.
Forgot what movie it is, though.
Jake, you are excellent at not knowing the thing you're talking about.
Yeah.
There's a theme here. I'm looking at a lot
The
of people.
Wicker Man.
No one's ever heard of that. I'm looking at a lot of people here at the ballpark. There are more pants than you guys would think. That's all
No,
I'm
there
saying.
is not. Every single
Let's see. I
person's
see
wearing
3
shorts.
4 shorts,
Okay.
2 pants.
You're children. You're looking at children. It's like
What about these guys?
Daddy Warbucks didn't wear shorts. That's all I'm trying to say.
That's your reference? That's your comp? Look, John's the only guy here in pants.
Oh,
And he runs the whole place.
Aaron Rodgers was asked about the Jets being chosen for Hard Knocks. He said, quote, "Look, I understand the appeal with us. There's a lot of eyes on me, a lot of eyes on our team, a lot of expectations for the squad. They forced it down our throats, and we have to deal with it." He can turn everything into being a victim. It's the most incredible mindset I've ever seen from a professional athlete.
I love how he went oppo here and acted like he didn't want a camera in front of his face 24/7, 365.
If there's one thing I hate, it's attention. Don't you dare.
Okay, Aaron. Okay,
Arrogant.
sure, this is an inconvenience. Sure, they shoved it down his throat.
And then he turns to his own documentary team that follows him around and gives a Jim Halpert look to the camera.
He's just mad that he's going to have to like appear sober the whole time during training camp. No mushroom eyes for Aaron Rodgers.
Pupils are a little wide and film today, Aaron.
He's the reason why they're doing this.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, no one else wanted to be Hard Knocks, and then they have 4 teams every year that they can force to be on the program.
I don't know if it's always 4, but there's like certain rules.
Because it was like the Saints, the Jets.
Sure, whatever list you're going to finish out, but the prerequisites are like can't have a first-year head coach, can't have a starting rookie quarterback, can't have been to the playoffs. There's like some dumb rules.
Playoffs the last 2 years.
I don't want to downplay Hard Knocks because I was over here like, I don't think it'll be good. I think it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be because last year's was so good. But I'm looking at like comparative NFL media that's being put out right now, like this show on Netflix called Quarterbacks. Hard Knocks is going to be the best thing ever done.
Without a doubt.
Comparatively to other materials.
After they got it back on track last year, 2 years ago, the Cowboys was the most hottest hot garbage I've ever seen.
When he put salt on his Egg McMuffin.
That's like
no, he put salt on everything.
When
man.
Jimmy Jones put salt on his Egg McMuffin, man, and then Whataburger threatened to pull their sponsorship.
Yeah, that was the highlight of the whole season. The rest of it's just propaganda. But last year, they got it back on track, and it was the best Hard Knocks in the history of Hard Knocks. I think they're going to do this one right. I think it's going to be compelling. I don't think it's going to be like an hour-long commercial, 8 episodes, 1 hour-long commercial for the NFL.
Right.
I think it's going to be back on track this year, and it's going to be so exciting and so captivating.
The resume is right there, too, because the best part of Hard Knocks last year was what? Former Jets cornerback Aaron Glenn.
Part of it, yeah.
He could go.
They did everything right.
He could go to New Jersey right now, because I'm certain he doesn't have a job. And he could be on Hard Knocks again. He just be there every year.
That'd be sweet.
Just a reoccurring character, just signed in with every Hard Knocks team.
Well, his defense sucked till they got rid of him.
Cross universes.
Spider-Verse, the Aaron Glenn verse.
Zombie Glenn.
Hey, Marie, whenever you are watching Hard Knocks, is this you watch it the second it goes live, or do you allow yourself like any sort of life outside of this?
No, I watch it when it goes live.
See, I can't do it, guys.
If I'm
But you and
home,
I are different because you're not a football guy, Fred. I am.
Hey, write that down. Hey, Marie, I am a football guy.
Hey, Marie.
I am a football guy.
Football guy's guy.
Right? Jake, you understand. You're a football guy.
Oh, yeah. I live, breathe, and sleep football during
you and
the
I
season.
are on the same page with this. Fred, he thinks we're losers, but we're not.
Football is the most American thing you can have in your life.
Hold on.
Yeah, 1 week ago, George Shea was
fighting
introducing
baseball
Joey
guys.
Chestnut. We're live from baseball right now. There's no way football's the most American.
Football is war in the trenches, man.
What?
Have you heard of guns? Exploiting the lower class?
Yeah, hello.
That's not even top 10 most American things.
Are we talking about economic divide? Let's go.
Exporting propaganda through Hollywood? No, that's the most American thing.
No, just through Hard Knocks.
They're doing the Oppenheimer preview yesterday. Actors go on strike to join the writers on strike. All the actors from Oppenheimer just walk off from a red carpet thing. And you're like,
you already made the movie.
It's done.
Yeah, it's done.
You're not doing anything.
Go celebrate.
Yeah, it was before the strike.
We're cashing all of our paychecks in solidarity.
Yes. How is Aaron Rodgers going? How many episodes of Hard Knocks are there? 4, 5?
It's like 5 or 6.
Oh, there's not 6. There's no way there's 6.
Just 6 last year.
Okay, 6. I'm going to give Aaron Rodgers an episode and a half. For an episode and a half, he's going to try to convince you that he's reasonable and well thought. And then he's going to get lazy and forget that the camera, and then you're going to get the loopy space
What about
cadet.
Zach Wilson?
I think he's going to be loopy space cadet the whole time.
Yeah, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to try his best to avoid the camera crews.
Okay. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. That's crazier than Fred's take on shorts.
Unless he's talking to Pat McAfee on a Zoom call, Aaron Rodgers don't like the media.
He don't like the media, but he loves cameras. He loves attention. This is the best of both.
What do you mean he doesn't like the media? This question here is the Jake Asman shows. He's on the golf course.
He likes Pat McAfee and he loves Joe Rogan. That's about it. That's all he goes on.
God, it's like the worst cocktail. It's like, can you imagine? There's 2 places you can go where everyone will pay attention to you, and you have to produce 0 substance. It's those 2 shows.
He went to
I love both
New
of those
York
shows.
adjacent New Jersey Jets for attention. He could have forced a trade to any team in the NFL, but he chose the one where the lights are the brightest and you'll have all the attention.
Correct.
And now HBO's award-winning documentary Hard Knocks will have even more cameras and microphones on him all the time. He is not avoiding anything. He is not mad at this. He loves this.
The move after this, the second he retires, is he's going to somehow divorce Prince Harry from Meghan Markle and go marry her. Like, this dude is going to chase spotlights forever.
Yeah, I'm so jealous.
Also, if you like Joe Rogan, that's kind of loser stuff too. Like, being into Joe Rogan is the weirdest culture thing of all time.
Now, hold on.
I think Fred just thinks I'm the world's biggest loser.
Oh,
Dude, I love Joe Rogan. Don't listen to him, Jake.
Because I know I'm not.
Loving Joe Rogan is like having a room full of nerds.
I love Joe Rogan.
And one of those nerds works out. So all the other nerds thinks he's cool.
See, the thing that's cool about Joe Rogan's podcast is not him. It's the people he brings on.
That's not true.
I agree with you, Jake.
How many conversations
I love
in
Joe
a row
Rogan
can
too,
you have about
and I love his
ayahuasca?
stand-up.
Much like your exact takes on the NFL and Joe Rogan, I find myself in the middle again.
Oh, do you?
The logical, reasonable guy in the middle who watches a lot of football, but just the good football. I'm not going to spend 12 hours Sunday watching it all day. I'll watch the good stuff. And I'm not going to listen to every single Joe Rogan episode because I have a rich, full life. But there's some absolute gems out there for Joe Rogan interviews.
Joe Rogan is made for every single nerd that you are or you grew up with that had one jock friend. And now that you're in adult life and you don't have it anymore, you think that Joe Rogan is your one cool, muscular buddy, and he's not.
I don't think
you
he's
suck as
So
much
why-
as you know you suck.
Yeah, that's why he's so successful and has like one of the #1 podcasts in the world. That's why he's a loser.
Exploiting nerds,
the number
Okay.
one.
All right, bud.
Well, Joe Rogan just gets really, really high and then just starts asking really stupid questions. And then he's like, did you see that video of that gorilla that jumped, some random something like that, That's the beauty of Joe Rogan. He's not a smart man. He just knows the right questions to ask and the good segues.
To be incredibly transparent, he's not the #1 podcast. I know he says it all the time.
Who's #1 podcast?
This American Life. And it has been every year for like 10 straight years.
I don't think that's accurate anymore, my friend.
I think you could
specifically since he went to Spotify. It's not even close.
I could see that.
#1 podcast, Joe Rogan Experience.
Is that tweeted by Joe Rogan?
No, it's I'm looking up on all the lists.
There, you have all the list.
I googled it.
I promise you, the move to Spotify was the downfall.
Not for him though. He
No,
got a
not
fat
pocketbook wise.
paycheck.
Yeah,
This American Life is third.
they're not.
You're not winning you're not winning shorts. You're
It's not about winning.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
not
it's
winning any of
rough.
these.
It's rough for you today, brother. It's not your best
Fred,
work.
You're just.
I'm
you
sorry.
Know, as a gambler, it always. Some days you just gotta take the L.
It's so sweet that I know all three of you the same way that I know every single person I interact
And
with.
we
that
know you,
is
by the
fans
way.
of these things. It's all the exact same. Bunch of weird NFL loving clones that want to sit in the shadow of Joe Rogan so you can catch his sweat beads.
That are comfortable wearing shorts.
That's just sweat beads off of his exposed knees because he's probably wearing shorts.
Off his muscular calves.
And majority of listeners who listen to sports radio all day is because all they do is live for the NFL 365.
Including
That can't be true.
Including the overwhelming
Yes, it
majority of
is.
our fans. Well, most of the friends of the show, the majority of friends of the show are hardcore NFL fans.
Oh, I'm going to tell you this. All the friends of the show that I'm so fortunate to interact with, which is a lot of them, those conversations I have with them are not about their gargling of the NFL.
Because
It's
all
about
you do
their
is
lives.
put it down.
It's
They're
about-
not going to talk about it with you.
Oh,
You're the
'cause of
worst
shame.
person to talk football with.
They feel shame because they're
You are the
embarrassed.
absolute worst to talk NFL with.
Because I know so much about it and I know why you should hate it.
What's the hate?
Of the NFL?
Yeah.
The product.
No.
All right, go to break.
The fan base.
That's the best part.
It's the
Go to
fan
break.
base for real. It's like the Dodgers are a
Van's
cool
the
team.
middleman today.
I'm always the middleman. I'm always a logical, reasonable one in here.
That's your stick.
You really got to go to break though.
Two
My
men on
actual life.
95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal.
This report is sponsored.
Hilarious. Break, clear, good.
Right now, save on major appliances and get an additional 10% off in-store clearance appliances. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/9. Exclusions apply. While supplies last, selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details.
Well, traffic right now, we are starting to see more slowdowns westbound on I-40. You're going to run into those right around University. They're going to last until Rio Grande. Congestion continuing right now southbound on I-25 from Osuna to Comanche. Also, things moving a little bit slow southbound on Coors at Montano. North of the city, I-25 between Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Traffic's moving up to speed in both directions.
This report brought to you by Quality by DiLorenzo, Lomas, and Pennsylvania.
Summertime savings are extended through July at Quality Buick GMC on Lomas. Save with low rate financing as low as 0.9% on select Buicks and GMCs, even the best.
And JJ Buck.
Paul Feinbaum, he made a bold prediction yesterday that the Pac-12 as we know it will not be around. The big leagues are going, who needs the New Mexicos and the New Mexico states and whoever's left behind? We're here. But what does it all mean in the end? I think the Mountain West or some variation of the Mountain West, I think they're in a position They're not going to be a quote-unquote power league, but I believe they're in position to be the next thing.
On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about getting you and your crew to quit in time sooner. That's why our service is a cut above. You see, no matter the project, we'll get you the right metal, shape, and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast. And yeah, we'll deliver. Leaving plenty of time for the important things, like opening an ice-cold can of aluminum. Metal Supermarkets. Order online at metalsupermarkets.com.
The Dell Technologies Black Friday in July event has arrived with limited quantity deals on top tech to power any passion. Save on select XPS PCs and more powered by the latest Intel Core processors. Plus, get savings on select monitors and accessories, free shipping, and monthly payment options with Dell Preferred Account. Save today by calling 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. Offered to U.S. residents by WebBank, who determines qualifications for and terms of credit.
Ryder works on top of the world, but his roofing business has hit new lows. Because when people search for roofer near me, Ryder's Roofing doesn't appear on the map, which means Ryder's Roofing is not on the map.
Cumulus Boost can help by managing Ryder's online listings, reviews, and dozens of other ways search engines determine which businesses get on the map. Cumulus Boost helps make sure Ryder gets the click. Visit cumulusboost.com to get on the map today. CUMULUS Boost.com. Cumulus Boost. Get on the map.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called Select Quote. Select Quote found us
Got a minute.
only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, Select Quote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, call Select Quote at 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-743-8080. That's 1-800-743-8080. Select Quote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Mix a little sports analysis, pop culture, and great interviews, and you've got the Rich Eisen Show podcast.
There will be time.
Okay, we got to catch up on time.
My grandchildren, knock on wood.
How long do you want this to
see
go?
some great moments?
5 minutes.
Okay.
Like, what's that? I hate it. At some point, there's got to be someone standing up in the room for the content, for the fans. Where
Just make this 5 minutes. You'll be good.
those moments away. And what's left? Fantasy football.
The Rich Eisen Show podcast, wherever you listen.
The king of sports talk.
I have not given myself enough credit lately.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Welcome back to 2 Men On here on the Sports Animal. We're live at Isteps Park. Doors are opening in less than an hour, right? So
yeah,
it's gonna be good. 5:30 open. Come get your beer stein.
Beer steins. They're sharp. They're very nice.
They do look cool. They're like, what is it? Molded ceramic? I don't know what word would you use for this.
It's ceramic, I believe.
Yeah, it's like a molded.
I don't know the difference between molded and ceramic.
So
I believe they're ceramic.
I think ceramic is the material.
Ah,
Yeah,
there
you
it is.
go.
And it's molded out of ceramic.
And it's got like a topography to it. Is that what it's called?
All right, 505-246-0610. Who has the most popular Etsy store in Albuquerque? Let us know the difference between ceramic and molded.
We needs to know. All right, so I found a list here of the worst dedicated fan bases.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Who would you guess is at the top of this?
Cowboys.
You're going team specific?
Now say the verbiage again. How did they quantify it?
Worst dedicated fan bases.
Worst dedicated fan bases. Okay.
Wrestling. WWE.
Not on the list.
Oh.
Okay, I got it.
Hockey.
Not on the list. I think we're only going with relevant things.
Soccer.
Guys.
Okay. The Office fans.
The Office is on the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fans of The Office are the worst.
Yes. The Office is on the list. It's right underneath something called, this might be a conspiracy thing, Big Bang Theory.
Oh, that's awful,
Who
too.
doesn't believe in the Big Bang Theory?
That is awful. Oh, it's a television program.
I knew that.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, let me take back what I just said. That fan base sucks.
Yeah, they're.
Oh, that's the one with young Sheldon, or like that's the ripoff one.
There is one space in between there. I'll tell you.
Would be the original show.
Could be, I guess.
From Young Sheldon.
I've never. That one's not on the list, so I don't know what that is. Something called Rick and Morty, which I'm not familiar with.
Also
animated cartoon.
Okay.
Also awful.
And right there in between all those is Joe Rogan.
Okay.
So that's where he is being held up. Those are his contemporaries from this list.
Joe Rogan, you mean Bropra?
Yeah, this just sounds like a bunch of bros. It's anti-bro.
I don't know what. I mean, all this stuff seems like it's for losers.
Except
Maybe
for
I'm
like
not.
The Office and The Big Bang. But
The Office was the 4th best program on that day on NBC.
For 10 years.
Yeah. Community, better.
Yeah.
Parks and Rec, better.
Yeah.
30 Rock, better.
Correct.
All better than The Office, but somehow Office gets to sneak through as being the most popular one, and it's the least quotable. It's the least relevant.
It's pretty quotable.
No, it is not.
No.
I used to watch The Office.
Bad quotes.
So The Office found fame because, like all syndication deals, the thing you want to syndicate, right? And then you have to throw in other junk.
Right.
The Office was the other junk. You just throw it on for free plays.
And somehow, magically, Steve Carell makes it tolerable, and then it skyrockets in popularity.
Well, and we've been over this. We just talked about the NFL. We just talked about Joe Rogan. We just talked about people who wear shorts. If you target losers,
don't lump my shorts into this argument.
I feel like it's all the same hot button.
It is not.
No, different
Speaking
bubbles.
of shorts, it puts you a little bit closer to my hot button. So there's that.
That's so stupid.
Easy access.
We're stepping away from it and coming back. We're going to talk a little bit of NBA basketball.
Let's go.
Zion just, if it's talking or eating, Zion Williamson needs to keep his mouth shut. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by Auto
Claire.
Get in the Zone. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help troubleshoot the likely cause of your pesky check engine light for free and help you save time and money down the road. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Well, traffic right now, things are getting busier as we approach rush hour. Westbound on I-40, you're going to encounter slowdowns. As you approach the interchange, they'll last until Rio Grande. Southbound on I-25, Ocinda to Comanche, still dealing with congestion in that area. Westbound Paseo at Coors, traffic moving slow there. South of the city, I-25 between Albuquerque and Los Lunas, not seeing any problems in either direction there. If you see an accident, call the traffic tracker.
You guys have like 5 minutes here.
9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
By WeatherGuard truck boxes. If it's a job worth doing, it's job worth WeatherGuard. Major League Baseball resumes tonight, and the biggest question is whether Shohei Ohtani will be traded by the August 1st deadline. Whoever trades for Ohtani has to believe a long-term contract is imminent, and he'll become the face of their franchise. But does the Japanese phenom still prefer the West Coast, or would a second act on the East Coast or Midwest be the hearts? I'm Maggie Brent.
The Opening Drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Transfer portal allows one transfer without a penalty of having to sit out a season. And it allows for complete roster overhaul. You think more coaches jump in on Dion's side or on Narduzzi's side?
I think what coaches should do is get over it. Or you're not supposed to overhaul a roster. What are you supposed to do? You only supposed to have 2 transfers a year? 3? Is that the unwritten rules, Pat Narduzzi?
Now you throw NIL in there and you got a whole nother layer to it.
Local talk on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Hey, Marie, when you are around me.
$5 million policy. Select
Say,
Quote could
baby,
save you more than 50% on term life insurance. For your free quote, call Select Quote at 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050. Or go to selectquote.com. 1-800-452-5050. That's 1-800-452-5050. Select Quote. We shop, you save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Hey, not attorney spokesperson. Action Matters is responsible for the content of this ad. Toxic water.
You still have 3 minutes.
Pain,
3
suffering,
minutes.
and death for tens of thousands of dedicated
You're behind.
families. If you're a current or former Marine,
I got on
dependent
one
of a
earlier a
Marine,
little
or
bit.
civilian who worked at Camp Lejeune.
It was good though.
Yeah, it
From
was good.
It's funny.
1987, you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Call
Who-
800-306-0536
what loser
now to
attached
see if you qualify. Studies have found the water at Camp Lejeune was contaminated with toxic
Who's
chemicals
that
causing
kid?
serious health conditions such as bladder, breast, or kidney cancer, Parkinson's, leukemia, and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Can you
as well as
imagine the hottest
miscarriages,
day of the
infertility
year
issues, and
telling
certain
people
birth
they
defects.
suck
A
if
new
they
law
wear
was signed,
shorts?
allowing anyone that spent time at the
What
base
kind of
to seek the
gaslighting
justice and
weirdo
compensation
stuff
they
is
deserve.
that?
Billions have been set aside by the government to compensate victims.
It's not hot.
Marines, dependents, and
Like,
civilian
I'm
workers
sitting
who
in the
spent time
hot.
at Camp Lejeune anytime from 1953
My
to
phone won't
1987
charge
and
because
developed a
it's
serious
hot.
health condition. You may be entitled to significant cash compensation, even if you were denied a disability claim in the past. Call 800-306-0536 now to see if you qualify. Hurry, time is limited. Call
I always worked as an
800-306-0536. 800-306-0536.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about getting you and your crew to quit in time sooner. That's why our service is a cut above. You see, no matter the project,
forgot he was coming
we'll
down. I'm
get
gonna hang
you
out
the
for a little
right
bit with you.
metal, shape, and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast. And yeah, we'll deliver, leaving plenty of time for the important things, like opening an ice-cold can of aluminum. Metal Supermarkets. Order online at metalsupermarkets.com.
The Dell Technologies Black Friday and July event has arrived with limited quantity deals on top tech to power any passion. Save on select XPS PCs and more powered by the latest Intel Core processors. Plus, get savings on select monitors and accessories, free shipping, and monthly payment options with Dell Preferred Account. Save today by calling 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. Offered to U.S. residents by WebBank, who determines qualifications for and terms of credit.
Celebrating 15 years as the #1 sports show in New Mexico.
We spent a lot of time in 2012 talking about the great individual achievements in the Olympics.
My laptop's on fire.
Usain Bolt, the best ever? Or is Serena Williams the most dominant athlete?
Yours too.
After winning Wimbledon, the U.S. Open, and Olympic gold in the same year.
Yeah.
LeBron James won his first NBA championship when the Heatles beat the Thunder in the
I have one of
finals
those little
after a
stands.
season of
I should probably have
insanity.
brought it.
Replacement refs were the big story in the NFL, and Thursday night games became a regular thing. Here at home, Lobo football went 4-9 under first-year coach Bob Davie.
Yeah,
the
man.
Yankees went 1-11, and Dwayne Walker resigned. Both NMSU and UNM went to the NCAA tournament.
I wish
The
this
Aggies
bug
losing
was
the first
nowhere
round
near
to
me.
Indiana, and the
You make it,
Lobos
Love?
in Steve Alford's fifth year
I never
were
complained.
oh so close to that elusive Sweet 16 when they played Louisville in the second round.
Keep in mind, it's a 3-point game, but even if he misses both of them, it's going to be really difficult for New Mexico to get a good shot. And it's out. Gordon lets one fly. And there it is. Louisville from the Big East.
They fell 59-56 and are still looking to get to the big dance's second round.
15 years and 15 days is brought to you by All In
Trevor
Autographs,
Boone out, Stovall.
Albuquerque's premier
Oh,
sports
our
memorabilia
dude.
and
Let's
collectible
go.
He is pretty
destination.
You'll have about 4 minutes here.
The only part of your morning that doesn't suck. The opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 till 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Back on the program. All right, so I'm getting it, guys. Like, you don't need to keep sending texts. You don't need to keep sending messages. 505-246-0610. I get it. The listener base for this program is all children that loves to wear shorts.
Not the listener base. The talent on this show wearing shorts.
Just every single. I get it, guys. Shorts, cool.
It's 103, possibly 104.
Barely.
Shorts save lives.
Oh, hey, good news, guys. It's only 102 now.
Oh, thank God.
On its way down.
It's a dry heat.
We're in a heat dome.
It's in a heat dome. Zion Williamson did a little interview here with a magazine called Marca. I'm not familiar with Marca. I don't know it, but they interview people.
Oh, so you saying you don't know about Marca?
Thank you.
He's been proving he's a commie all day.
I know. Look at this guy.
Zion Williamson was being asked about the struggle of being overweight, and he said, quote, "It's hard. I have all the money in the world." End quote.
And I love snacks.
The number 1 overall draft pick in 2019 and played just 114 games in 4 years.
He's the second heaviest NBA player currently.
Behind?
Yusuf Nurkic is 290.
That's a big boy.
And then him and Jokic are tied at 284. Mind you, Jokic is like 7 foot, and Zion Williamson is like 6'6".
284 is more than I weigh. That's a lot.
Well, they're professional athletes. You're just
like
a dude.
Every single person on this list is a center except for Zion Williamson.
23 years old.
Fred would weigh a pound less if he was wearing shorts.
It's because he got drafted by New Orleans.
Yeah. Beignets are delicious.
Yeah,
I'm losing a pound of sweat.
Smart. 2 pounds.
Bounces up.
Oh, that's why you wear the jeans.
Yeah.
It's like wearing a garbage bag.
I love the honesty. Like, go Zion. It's like, yeah, I got a few $100 million, and I like snacks. You know how easy it is for me to Instacart? They'll just bring me snacks.
The wild thing about that, though, is like, because you get like, you and I have this talk off the air all the time. I don't know if we've ever done it or not. You get one energy to put into things, right? You can either fix the problem beforehand or you can fix the problem after. It's the same amount of energy, the same amount of effort. Instacart all the time, and the money it costs for a private chef is the same amount of money. Go get a private chef.
He has to have a private chef.
Yeah, he's got both. He's got a full Instacart and a private chef.
But Instacart is only the cheap foods that like the chef doesn't know about. He has to sneak it around his private chef.
Yeah, he just sleeves Oreos in his shorts.
What he really needs to do is think about every time he sees what's a regular number for someone, $100 Instacart bill. Every time he sees $100 DoorDash, he needs to think that thing really is $200 because he's missing out on so much money on his next contract.
Yeah.
Like, this is not the move.
Or whenever he spends $100 at Instacart, he donates $100 to the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation because that's what's going to creep up on him.
I think what he's trying to do is just get like sponsorships from like food companies and snack companies, you know, be like the Twinkie guy, you know, or something like that.
I mean, it'd be genius marketing to have, you know, Fat Zion get a deal with Whole Foods.
Yeah, Subway.
And then, you know, he loses all the weight. You know, just like Jared without all the, you know.
Yeah.
See, I want him with the junk food company, and it says big boys can hoop too.
It cannot. It's been proven.
Yeah, it's proven. Yeah, you can't
Playing
show.
30
You got to
games a year.
show up. You got to be there to hoop.
You don't play enough ball.
But all this talking about snacks makes me want some snacks.
I think the honesty thing, though, I am into.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's admitting it's hard. Admitting he has issues. Like, help me.
Yeah, I got a food problem.
It's a cry for help.
Hey, Marie, there's a lot going on at the park. Is that the bed music?
Yes.
Whenever we get back, Hunter Stovall joins the boys. Let's go on that. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Clear.
Thank you.
This message brought to you by Sandia Golf Club. Our state's best golf course, voted on by golfers, is Sandia Golf Club. Committed to providing the best experience and best conditions to golfers of all levels. There's nothing like it. Visit sandiagolf.com for the best available rates and to book your tee time today. We'll see you on the tee.
Well, traffic right now, things are getting busier as we approach rush hour. Westbound on I-40, you're going to encounter slowdowns. As you approach the interchange, they'll last until Rio Grande. Southbound on I-25, Oceana to Comanche, still dealing with congestion in that area. Westbound Paseo at Coors, traffic moving slow there. South of the city, I-25 between Albuquerque and Los Lunas, not seeing any problems in either direction there.
This report is sponsored by KFC. KFC's new Ultimate Barbecue Fried Chicken Sandwich is the chicken sandwich of summer. Extra crispy chicken topped with delicious honey barbecue sauce, hickory smoked bacon, onions, and pickles. It's a barbecue in every bite. That's finger licking good.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Andrew Bogish with your Room Report. As baseball returns from its All-Star break today, let's make some predictions for the rest of the season, none of which you can hold against me. The Angels will clearly be out of playoff contention by the end of this month, but will not have the guts to trade Shohei Ohtani for multiple high-end prospects. Instead, they'll watch him sign this winter with the Dodgers or the Yankees or the Mariners, beg for sympathy, and get only an extra draft pick. The Twins and Reds will win the Central divisions. The Dodgers will trade for at least one starting pitcher and win the NL West. The Astros will jump the Rangers for the AL West crown. My Mets will make a run back into playoff contention, dragging with them only to come up short and break our hearts in September. And then we'll all watch the Braves win their second World Series in 3 seasons. I'm Andrew Bogish.
Right now at Wendy's, when you buy either a Dave's single, spicy chicken sandwich, medium frosty, or 10-piece nuggets, you can get another for just $1. Your dollar never tasted so good. So it's obvious what everyone will get, right?
Definitely nugs
Spicy
and a
chicken
frosty.
sandwich,
Dave's single and a frosty for
Frosty
me.
and a frosty. Okay, who said frosty and a frosty? Pick your obvious choice. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's, buy one, get one for $1.
Limited time only. Price of participation may vary. U.S. Wendy's valid for item of equal or lesser value. Cannot be combined in a combo or any other offer.
Do you have heart failure and often hear
those stomach issues ruined your birthday?
Too tired to play catch, Grandpa?
Sweetie, you haven't touched your tools since the carpal tunnel syndrome diagnosis.
If these seemingly unrelated symptoms sound familiar, talk to your cardiologist. Ask about transthyretin amyloid cardiomyopathy, or ATTR-CM, a rare and underdiagnosed disease that gets worse with time. Learn more at connecttoyourheart.com. That's connecttoyourheart.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The sports animal. Proud to be a Cumulus media station.
Even if they're not that proud of us.
Now betting for the sports animal.
Hi-yo.
Your afternoon drive. Number 2, Menon and Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Amory Castillo.
Here we go.
This is 2 Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Back on the program, back live at Ice Toast Park. We're handing out beer signs if we get here at 5:30. Don't wait till 5:45.
Oh, they gone.
You know how they go. Joining us on the program, Hunter Stovall. Let's go, brother. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Albuquerque. Where'd you spend the break?
Well, I went and visited my wife and my little girl.
There you go.
And her family in Fort Walton, Florida. Yeah. And then we went back and stayed at their house in Louisiana for a day, and then I came back. So
off the air, we're talking about Forrest Gump for some reason, and I confused Bubba being from a place in North Carolina, but you're from Alabama.
Uh-huh.
So right away, Hunter goes, he's from Greenbow, Alabama.
Yeah.
I go,
That was perfect.
Need this dude on my trivia team. So what, 4 days off, too many, not enough? You excited to be back?
I'm excited to be back.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a tease, you know. I ain't seen my family in a little bit, so I mean it was kind of hard leaving them, of course, again, but part of it. So
is that break in the middle? Is it good for relationships, like at the team? Like you got a lot of dudes like in the locker room, like go like do little mini vacays together, or is it just all go home, see the family?
Well, I mean, it was last year we did a big deal where we all, like 15 of us got together, got an Airbnb on the beach, spent those days together.
That's
this
what I'm
year,
talking about.
Yeah,
sweet.
Yeah, it was a fun time. And this year it was kind of everybody went their separate ways. Everybody's got, got older guys in the locker room. Everybody's got wives, kids.
He's talking about Winton when he says older
That's
guys.
what I heard.
He means
Yeah,
Winton Bernard.
Winton.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's how I'd want to spend the break, just chilling, hanging out with the family,
Yeah.
No vacation, nothing like that. Just
Yeah.
relax.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it.
I love my family, but give me 15 of my bros on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my vote.
I don't know, man. If I just did that last, I don't want to vacation in the same place twice.
Yeah, you just did it for 90 days in a row, hanging out with the bros.
Just take one little break. Take one little. What's it take to get back in? Do you have to come back a day early? Is it just get to the ballpark early today? What's the grab your rhythm back?
Yeah, of course we came in. I came in yesterday just to get here a day early. I didn't want to, of course, worry about possibly not getting here because flights are crazy.
Yeah.
And so I came here. I got back yesterday. I came here today, hit early on the field, try to get a little feel back, took some ground balls early. It's just getting your feet back under you because, I mean, not playing baseball for 4 or 5 days after doing it for however many days we just played, it kind of gets you out of a rhythm. So
bunch of it. Well, speaking of rhythm, you've had it, right? So a bunch of it bats thus far this season. When did you come off? April, late April, is that when you got back to regularly playing?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, it's been there for you, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, you're playing a lot. The stick's working well, and obviously there's a lot of conversation around you. Major League Baseball trade deadlines chirping up on you. How hard is it to stay focused right now when momentum is kind of pushing you towards so many things?
I don't think about them.
Yeah, good answer.
Yeah. I mean,
One day at a time.
Yeah, you just come out here and do what you can do every day, and I mean that's really it. If you start worrying about all that other stuff, you put unneeded pressure on yourself. You get in your head. Once you get in your head, you're done. So I mean, you come out here and just do your day-to-day work, get in a routine, go out there and try to do the same thing every day, then you'll be fine.
All right, that's how you stay focused. How do you stay cool? What are the life hacks? What are the pro tips when it gets triple digits out here? How do you stay cool?
You don't.
Okay.
You wear it. You wear it.
You just get soaked.
You just
change
sit down there,
shirts,
which
maybe?
I mean here you don't really sweat that much, but that's what I was telling Forrest when we on the way down here. Like Louisiana, the last day I was there, it was 98 degrees with like 86% humidity.
Right. No thanks.
It was
literal hell.
I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
This is absolutely dumb, and I don't get to experience that. I hadn't got to experience that much since COVID, at least, but playing ball through the summer in all these dry places, I don't get to experience that southern humidity and all that stuff that much. So going back and being in it for a few days, I was like, Jesus Christ.
It's a reminder of why it's so good to play here.
Yeah, but that's why again what I love is right at the end of the season, you got a few, maybe a month or 3 weeks where it's kind of hot, and then it starts cooling down. Then it's hunting season, baby. We're rolling. It gets a little chilly. It's nice.
The thing that cracks me up about Hunter is, number one, the name's fitting. Number one,
Yeah.
but then
Crushed it.
Yeah, number two, it's as excited I think as a lot of guys are for work to get over, right? Like your season gets, like you're excited for your hobby to start.
Yeah,
you're like this hunt, and you talked to us about it at length. You bring the boys out. Are you often like if you were to take me and Idiot Van out on this thing, like would you make us fall in love with it, or would we just be lost entirely?
Yeah, I mean, you'd be lost for maybe the first day.
Yeah.
And then you'd be looking at me like, this dude's freaking crazy.
Yes.
But you would, I'm pretty sure y'all would enjoy it. Y'all would thoroughly enjoy it.
We got to figure out something, Van, because we never get out of our comfort zone.
I think you would like deer blind hunting.
What is that?
Where you just get to sit there and just wait.
Well, the deer doesn't see it coming, like that kind of like the deer's blind.
You're high up.
Is that?
Yeah.
You're hidden.
I have to climb a tree.
Yeah.
I'm not hunting blind deer, Jake.
I
All
wouldn't put you in a climber where you got to climb the tree. I'd put you in a ladder stand or a blind or something like that, to where you got to climb a ladder and you're up in a box or something like that. Got a nice computer rolling chair in there, so you'll be straight.
Oh, I wouldn't hate that at all.
Yeah.
And then is it immediately into like a bow thing? Is it immediately into like a rifle thing?
Use whatever you want. I mean, first off, it's bow season. So bow season comes, then it's gun season. But I don't really hunt much with a gun anymore. Yeah. Unless I'm going out and we got a pig problem. But I mainly use a bow. It's more meaningful.
Yeah.
It's harder to do. You know.
You use a compound.
Yeah. It's more of an accomplishment, I think.
There you go.
Yeah.
What's more like? What feels better? Like, you got the shot from a long distance. You got the bow.
Oh, there's skill to that.
What I prefer is just dropping out of a tree and choking him out.
Yeah, there's a lot of videos of this dude on YouTube nowadays. He homemakes spears, and he spears like he'll be climbed up in a tree and a deer will walk right under him, and he'll drop the spear. And
all right, now hold up.
This is sweet.
Now you've caught my interest again. Because I don't necessarily need to go and like bow a deer, but I need to go and shoot a YouTube video of a deer getting bowed, like from Hunter Stovall out of a blind. Is that the right word?
That's a term.
Hunter Stovall joining us on the program. Number 0 on the back of your jersey. On the front of your T-shirt, though, Bahi? What is this?
It's something that we kind of started saying with Daza when he was here and all of them. They just quit focusing on trying to lift and do all this because we were swinging out of our shoes and all this good stuff. And he started going, just get a bay hit.
Yeah, love it.
So we got shirts, of course, because we didn't want to wear them thick jerseys out here in this heat. So we ordered a bunch of shirts with our numbers on the back so we can wear them in BP and everything. And that was just like the team slogan.
Super smart.
Well, I mean, you might your whole body might get hot today, but your neck is not because you are iced out, brother.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
Yeah. We got 5 chains,
Four
chains,
four
chains
So I got a
today?
new one today. I
All
got
right.
What's the new one?
This big one right here.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, my wife kind of went in on it, so I was like, all right then. But yeah,
the crazy because you're a chains guy too.
Big chain guy.
We talk about this all the time. Where it's because I think is it generational? Did chains just skip me?
I reckon.
Like I'm in my late 30s. I don't remember there being a prominence of chains when in the neighborhood I grew up in. Like if you wore one, like chain snatching was a super real thing where I grew up.
If you wore one where you grew up, you wouldn't wear it for that long.
No, it was not. The East St. Louis was not the place.
See, in the Italian culture, you get your chain when you become a man. It's like the bar mitzvah.
Okay. Was there a similar thing with becoming a father? Was there like a celebration like that?
I mean, I've got this one right here that's got my daughter's birthday.
Yeah,
on it.
there we go.
So I got that one like 3 days after she was born.
There you go.
Gonna get some ink for her and all that good stuff. But I think the chain. I've always worn chains.
Yeah.
It's just been. My cousin used to work at a jewelry store when I was little, so she had the hook up with it. So I just go in there and I'd get a little discount, and I was like, I'm gonna wear me a chain. I'm slick. I'm slick. Yeah.
Wait, who's you got an ink guy here? Do you go back home for it?
I go back home. I've got them from all over the place. I got all these lightning and stuff last year in Opelika, Alabama. I got the wing in Lakewood, New Jersey.
Okay.
I got all of this done in Grand Junction, Colorado.
Oh, it just keeps going.
I got stuff.
Yeah.
This was in Louisiana. This was in Mississippi. So
you just need a West Coast style tattoo now. You know, you got the whole United States right there.
Yep.
One arm to every.
It was kind of a thing like where everywhere I'd go play, I'd get one.
Yeah.
Just to kind of do it, but that ended. So this stuff gets a little expensive.
It's not the cheapest hobby
No, it's
in
not.
the world.
It's
That's
not.
why I only
But
have one.
They are 100% addicting.
Yeah.
Once you get one, you're like, oh, you fainted.
Well, I got more than a couple myself, and I think like when you're walking in for the first time, people treat you real nice. Like you don't necessarily know, you might get a fair price. You walk in with the mini as they're gonna be like, oh, they know this guy pays.
Yeah.
Like this, like he's gonna come off a little bit of coin here.
Yeah.
The reset, right? So we get through the first half of the season. The Dodgers organization's looking real good. They capture that first spot. Great. Second half, boys are sitting in first place.
Yeah.
Like you guys are cruising. You got a real opportunity here. Also, if we're going real big picture, which I know you said you don't, looks like LA is going to trade away their entire farm system to get Shohei Ohtani anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing, like it could be wide open here in the second half for a championship in the PCL.
Yeah, and we've got a whole different culture going on right now in the locker room. We're way more because like right there at the end, we were kind of sluggish, kind of some people they don't really want to be there, blah blah blah. And now it's back to high energy, having fun, hooting and hollering, pulling for the boys. So it's a lot better vibes going on right now, and it shows. So
what was the catalyst for that? Where did the sea change happen?
Where were we at? Reno, where we got boat raced.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of everybody was like, "This sucks. This is awful. we can't continue with this. Something's got to change." We had a little team meeting and kind of fired some people up. And
was this a players only meeting?
Players only meeting. Gotten some faces and all kinds of good stuff. So I think that was 100% the turning point. It was needed.
I don't know how many players only meetings you've been through, and you can ballpark it in your own head or whatever, but do you feel they're often significant, or do you feel like they're often a distraction?
It depends on the way it goes. I mean, sometimes you got the biggest turnoff of a player meeting would be a guy that's doesn't hustle, doesn't do all this, and he wants to speak up and try to like talk to people, and then everybody's like, "Oh, this is a joke."
Yeah,
this is a joke. We don't necessarily respect this guy. He doesn't play hard. He doesn't do this. But you got somebody that comes out here and plays every day and busting his butt and do all that. He gets up and talks. Then people kind of listen. I mean, it just depends on the direction the meeting goes. And this one, I think, went.
What is that response like interpersonally between whoever's speaking and maybe the audience? Is it eyes over the crowd? Is it direct contact? Like what is the thing that draws you in and is like, oh, there's my button and it's been pushed?
Yeah, it's eyes over the crowd at first, and then once people start kind of putting their opinions in and everything, it starts getting a little, so say, personal.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're big boys, we're grown men.
I like that.
If you can't handle it, then it's your own problem.
Hunter Stovall joining us on the program.
How's the glove collection? You got them all broken. You're in the middle of the season. You got the glove feeling exactly the way you want it to.
Oh yeah.
Are you doing? Hey, what are you doing with your pinky finger?
Yeah. I was about to ask that.
2 in the pink.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
2 in the pink,
Yeah.
and then I'm kind of offset. I can't do straight up anymore. I
Wouldn't
grew
you
up doing
slide one hole over?
Yeah, I put the
Yeah.
ring finger and the pinky finger in the pinky slot. Yeah.
You ever gator?
I have no earthly idea what that is.
That's where you take your ring finger outside.
Nope, I ain't never done that.
I don't even know if I could field that.
Yeah,
but I only played one. I only played one base. I don't know anything. I played first base. Like if you put me at second, I would. As soon as the pitch, I'd be running the wrong direction. I have no idea where I would go. I would laugh a lot, and I think that's not acceptable.
Yeah,
I think that'd be bad.
So I'm 2 in the pink in the infield. I'm straight up in a catcher's mitt, and I'm 3 in the pink on an outfield glove.
Oh man!
Wow,
and that's for
that's crazy.
That's for the squeeze. Yeah, it makes the pocket deeper.
That makes sense.
Someone's just going to build a new one.
But see, it's not like that. You take your index finger, and it ends up in like the ring finger slot with 3 in the pink.
All right, that's tracking.
Yeah, so all that space is open so the pocket can form deeper.
Does Rawlings come and like sit down with you guys and ask weird questions?
They have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys just say like ridiculous stuff, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll make that happen."
Yeah.
That's so incredible to me.
Yeah. So I got a new glove. I signed a new glove deal this year with a guy out of Vegas. It's called Sacco.
Okay.
And I think he's 2 or 3 years in.
So I think you mentioned this one time before because I'm familiar with him because he does social media stuff that's real good. Like, and it's like it's the whole. I'm really into that. Like, what's it called? Picture in picture, like Mr. Rogers, how it's made stuff. Yeah, and I'm like, and so he makes yours personally, and then creates a little thing for you.
Yep.
And so, oh man,
we sat down on FaceTime during the off season for an hour and a half and went through and built a glove.
So wild to me.
That's
so
crazy.
wild. Hunter Snowball, you're a dude. So you're off today. You're playing tomorrow. What's up?
I guess. I don't know.
Day by day.
We'll see.
Hunter's like, I took 4 days off. I guess
we'll see.
Maybe 5.
I was hoping to play today, but is what it is.
Yes, hard yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all for having me again.
When we get back, we're going to run out the rest of the hour of this program because it's 6:15. We headed off to the Isotopes Media Network as Josh Tucson will be bringing you all the action. We're going to talk NFL. We're going to talk probably just NFL. It's that time of year again.
Let's go.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Now, all in all, things not too bad out there. However, westbound on I-40 as you approach 2nd Street, you're going to run into some slowdowns. Those are going to last until Coors. Southbound on I-25 between Osuna and Montgomery, things moving a bit slow there as well. South of town, I-25 between Albuquerque and Los Lunas. Traffic's moving up to speed in both directions. And north of town, I-25 from Albuquerque to Santa Fe, things look good in both directions there. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal is proud to partner with Mothers Against Drunk Driving New Mexico for their Walk Like Mad event. This walk supports Mad New Mexico services and hosts walkers from across the land of enchantment. Sign up now for this October 21st walk at UNM's Johnson Field. And as a thank you, use code TOPES23 for 2 free tickets to Mad's Night at Isotopes Park for the first 100 people. Just go to walklikemad.org/New Mexico. And we'll see you at the Walk Like Mad event.
Sam knows when people want some pizza, they search for pizza near me. Sam also knows if Sam's Pizza doesn't prominently appear when that map returns with pizza shops, well, then Sam's Pizza is not on the map.
Cumulus Boost can help by consistently managing Sam's online listings, managing reviews, and dozens of other things the search engine uses to put businesses on the map. Cumulus Boost helps make sure Sam gets the click. Cumulus Boost. Get on the map. CUMULUSBoost.com.
More than 80 million Americans depend on AM radio for their news, weather, sports, and a community connection. It's the backbone of the emergency alert system. It's critical that we keep AM radio in cars because when cell and internet services are down, this free emergency service could be your only lifeline. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text stop to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Are you a parent of a 2 to 7-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting free radio offer. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse, the award-winning and revolutionary online learning program that's changing the lives of early learners everywhere.
ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much.
Designed by teachers and early childhood learning experts, ABC Mouse seamlessly aligns with what your child is already learning in school. And with over 7,000 learning activities and more than 650 lessons, it's the most comprehensive early learning site on earth.
I have been teaching for 13 years, and I've never seen a program like ABC Mouse. It encompasses science, math, reading, social studies.
It's just endless what they can learn on ABC Mouse. I've always had to use 20 websites, and now I can
And
just
her
use
name
one.
is
Right now,
Amory.
we're offering a special radio promo to try it free for a month. But you have to go to abcmouse.com/radio to claim your free month. That's abcmouse.com/radio, abcmouse.com/radio.
Sponsored by Age of Learning.
Prosper One Floors is your local leader in residential and commercial concrete coatings. We offer
And
many
her
popular
show
flooring
at
systems, including
377
epoxy, quartz,
is free.
stains, and polished concrete. Protect and enhance your garage, patio, or walkway with our
You
most
can
durable
eat
flake floor system. With multiple
appetizers
options to
and
choose from,
drink
our team will find a system that complements your home and budget. Take the first step
Here we go.
today. Call 505-871-2848 for a free estimate.
The Duke City's home for sports.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's a yes.
This is 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Back on the program, got some numbers for you. Big thank you to Hunter Stovall, who just joined us. That dude's a dude. I've been fortunate in my professional life to, befriend professional athlete at multiple levels of professional athletes. Hunter's in the top tier. He's got a cool personality, cool guy, fun.
That's just the guy being a dude.
Dude being a guy.
There's a lot of really cool people here in the dugout for the Isotopes and the front office, top to bottom.
I agree.
Hunter Stover is upper echelon.
Yeah, Hunter
He's a
Stovall's
dude.
a special dude. The Jets and all-pro defensive tackle. Help me out here, boys.
Quinnen Williams.
Quinnen?
Quinnen.
All right.
He's the guy that sneezed and blessed himself.
What does that mean?
He was he got drafted
story,
and he's getting interviewed and he sneezes. He goes, "Bless you, thank you."
He did this on purpose? It's a bit?
Yeah, he does it every time.
On purpose, he sneezes and then says "Gesundheit"
And then thanks himself.
and then thanks himself.
Yeah.
Weird flex, but I don't hate it. There's a lot of weird ones you can do. That one's victimless. It is funny. I'm now a Quinnen Williams fan.
He got paid too.
$96 million deal, the largest second contract ever for a defensive tackle. Sources are reporting $66 million in guarantees. Pretty good.
He's that dude.
Yeah.
He's like
He deserves it.
He's Aaron Donald adjacent.
Lenny is on the phone.
Joining us on the program, friend of the show, Lenny, who intends to join me at Duke City Championship Wrestling tomorrow night. I got him on the list. Lenny, welcome to the show. How are you, brother?
Good. How you doing? So let's go with three quick things. No one in their right mind is going to trade with Artie Moreno for Shohei Ohtani.
Keep going.
Because you don't know who he wants to sign with.
Yeah,
So
Lenny,
if
that's
you've
what
got
I was
three
saying.
possible starters and two young players, it's just not worth it.
Yeah, why would you go after Shohei for a rental when you could just buy him for $500 million next year?
Yeah, and if he doesn't make less than $60 million, if he makes less than $60 million a season in free agency, I'll be shocked.
I got him pegged at $600 for 10 years.
God, that seems like the right number.
With the Mets too.
Probably
if
the
not
Mets.
more, but just in the market that he plays in Anaheim, which I don't care what Artie wants to call it, it's Anaheim. It's not LA. He makes the team $20 million a year.
Correct.
So picture him in Seattle, LA, New York. What do you bring in?
I tell you who does trade for him, though, and this sucks for you, Van, but it's the Texas Rangers. They would trade to
but
rent him for the rest of the year.
But I worry about Texas doing like they did with Alex Rodriguez, making the trade and almost going bankrupt.
Well, I don't know if they've signed him afterwards, but I think if the Rangers – I don't know if the Rangers will win next year. I think the Rangers could go deep in the playoffs this year. And if they have Shohei Ohtani, are they now a World Series conversation? They probably are.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, but even if you're a World Series contender with him, is it going to be worth everything you have to give up just to win one title?
Yes.
Yes.
Versus trying to get him to sign with you in the offseason and go with what you have right now.
Well, whoever trades for him
I
has the
can't.
upper hand because it's like, hey, we wanted you.
Whoever
We
trades-
want you
okay,
here.
so
We
I
gave
would
up
love
the
to see him
farm.
with the Mets, but I don't want to see the Mets give up Alvarez, Batty, Vientos, and 2 other top minor leaguers to get him without a firm agreement before the trade's done that we have you for the next 10 to 12 years.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The Dodgers have 10% of the top 100 players prospect-wise in Major League Baseball. They have 10% of them.
Okay, but let's
They can
look
trade
at
all 10.
let's look at Atlanta. What have they done the past 5 years? Signed up every single top rookie they have coming to the majors, bought out their remaining restricted free agency or arbitration years in the first couple of years of free agency, and they're set. They don't have to do anything.
You can't compare
baseball.
the Braves to anyone else in baseball
They're
because
better.
they're just better at it than everyone else. They're the outlier.
With the new formula, they're
If
better.
somebody was going to take him right now, I would love to see Tampa go for it because Tampa got 900 prospects. But he would make more by himself than the team combined would make.
No, literally. That's not a joke. Like, literally, he would.
Well, and the crazy
Okay,
with all that money.
But I want to now switch because there's 2 other topics.
Yep.
And also, so what time does wrestling start tomorrow night?
Doors at 6, first bell at 7:30.
Okay, so now let's go with football. Saquon Barkley, the Giants are going to screw up. He's not going to sign.
For the $13 million deal.
He's not going to get. He's not going to get an offer because he knows if they franchise tag him next year, then he gets $22.5 million guaranteed from the 2 tenders, versus them giving him a guarantee of $19 million, which is what they allegedly are offering him now. Ezekiel Elliott will end up back in one of 2 places. Dallas, if he realizes he can just back up Pollard, who's coming off an injury, or the Jets need a red zone rusher. But I'm hoping that the Jets get to Dalvin Cook before Miami does. Because if Miami gets Dalvin Cook, they win the East.
I think
They
that's
will
the
have
best
too many
fit.
offensive weapons unless Tua gets hit in the head. It doesn't really matter who you have behind quarterback. They have 7 offensive weapons that could burn you at any given time.
Yeah, that's the best fit. Dalvin in Miami. It's his hometown team. Grew up a fan. Went to school
But
around
why
there.
haven't they signed him yet? That's the key issue.
Oh, because he wants more money.
Yeah, Dalvin wants a good payday.
Dolphins are
But
giving
if the
fair
Jets
market.
are going all in on Aaron Rodgers, this makes perfect sense to have him sign, especially since they've been forced to be on Hard Knocks.
That would just be a splash signing.
But I
Jets already have 2 good running backs that are as good as Dalvin Cook.
And I think the position.
And they're on rookie
but they're
contracts, too.
But Brees Hall is coming off of an injury.
Sure.
And as good as Brees Hall is, he's not Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook did all he did last year after tearing his shoulder in game 3 and still played the rest of the year. And how much complaining did he play out of it?
Guys, hear me
Nothing.
out.
He
just
doesn't run
played.
with his shoulders.
The New Jersey Jets need to do exactly. It's the formula. It's there from last year. You want to win a Super Bowl with a goal line running back? You sign Melvin Gordon right before. Then you're set. You win the whole thing.
I'm not signing Melvin Gordon because I'm a Charger fan. Melvin Gordon coughed up the ball every single time it had a piece of pork around it that he could eat.
It's cool. Ronald Jones, I don't care. Give me like an equivalent, one of these guys. A guy that like is not really a dude.
So then why not go after Ezekiel as a red zone running back?
Yeah,
He's going to be cheaper than Dalvin. Or why not Kareem Hunt?
Yeah, I think Kareem Hunt is the best red zone back out of those 3 names we just talked about.
I don't like that sentence.
But the Jets are going all in. We know Rodgers is going to play 60% of the snaps, so they're going to lose the number 1 pick next year. They've already signed Quentin Williams. They have one of the top 5 defenses in the league. We don't know who's going to play left tackle yet. If Beckton's going to eat his way into the league or out. You got to go in on it if you've done everything else to bring Rodgers in.
We don't know who's going to play left
And then
tackle, but
lastly-
thank God we get to watch it on Hard Knocks.
Yeah. And then lastly, the Lakers need to go after and sign Bol before the Suns do.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, conversation for another day. But sure, yeah, I'm in on that.
I think Bobo's overrated.
I think he's rated.
How is he overrated? They let him go in Orlando because you have 4 players that are key to Orlando's future that they signed or that they've drafted, So they had no reason for Bo. When he was playing, he perfectly fits the Lakers' needs. He stretches the floor. He can rebound. He can block the shots. And he can shoot the three to open lane for Davis and for James.
Lenny, good call. We're going to wrap up this Williams talk, and I will see you tomorrow night. I can barely hear Lenny because the house music just picked up. But
we don't need Victor Wembanyama. We have Victor Wembanyama at home. It's Bol.
Hard Knocks is the reason this Williams cat got signed. That was my last thought on this thing. Because they didn't want this negotiation going on while the cameras were there.
Yeah.
So they got the money done today's. That way it starts. I think the cameras start rolling tomorrow. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Or Monday, one of the two. So, because that means Hard Knocks comes out in what, 2 weeks or something? Is it that quick? It's not.
That turnaround's that quick.
That's wild.
They do an episode a week.
Yeah, it starts releasing
live
in August.
Yeah, so yeah, we might be a week ahead of time, but that's what I'm trying to get to is I don't necessarily think this deal would be done if it wasn't for the pressure, because that would have been like, that's questioning that the Jets, they don't want that narrative on Hard Knocks. They don't want people talking to him about that. They don't want the NFL /HBO/ is it still called HBO /now? Max. / them to be able to ask any sort of question that they're not in control of.
And plus, he deserves it.
Yeah, 100% deserves it.
Yeah.
But I don't think the Jets wanted to sign him for that much and that much guaranteed money. But I think, you make a really good point there, Fred. That was your best point of the day.
Well, and the second tier of it is now instead of the questions being like, hey, is Aaron Rodgers' contract holding up your money? Is this why they're not signing Dalvin Cook? Is this now all the conversations will be, hey, how excited are you that the New Jersey Jets organization's behind you and there's so much support here and fellowship. Like it's all work. The whole thing's a work. He's not going to get $98 million. He's going to get 60. It's going to be done. Still a fair amount of money.
But he's young enough and talented enough that this won't be his last contract.
Oh, 100%. It's because it's only a 4-year deal.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get hyped over defensive linemen.
I think defensive linemen.
He's a disruptor.
Yeah, he's the one who gets he's the only guy who gets pressure up the middle. Right?
Coaches, scouts, analytics, everyone says he's the closest you can get to Aaron Donald. He's worth the money.
I like linemen.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially D linemen. I think they're the biggest impact on a football game.
His agent is that same weird one that Jalen Hurts has.
Oh, from Clutch Sports, that lady.
Nicole Lynn.
Yeah.
She's crushing it now.
I don't know. Jury's out on her. Hopefully she gets legitimate business practice because I feel like her Jalen Hurts stuff was so weird.
That was some crazy allegations.
I don't like any of that stuff. But, court of law, right? We'll step away whenever we get back. Wrapping up our NFL talk. We're wrapping up the weekend. Also, don't forget Josh Sushan will be joining us 6 o'clock before we hand this bad boy over to he and the Isotopes Media Network. It's 2 Men On, live from the John Lopez Real Estate and Coldwell Banker Legacy Studio. Of course, we start our days at the YMCA of Central New Mexico. Don't forget our lunches over at the 66 Diner. 30 minutes ago, we forgot to open up a can of Teller.
Whoopsie.
We need to figure that out.
Figured out.
Our bad. Teller Tea, though, is the jam. That's my favorite thing in the entirety of the whole world. And we have not picked the 99 varsity today because I've been on one. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell.
There.
The Supreme.
Guys, I'm leaving.
Taco.
What's that?
Twist.
I'm leaving. Isaiah's here.
$5 cravings boxes packed.
Bye.
Bell stores. We're limited time and also has ads. Contact store for price and participation which favor June 6 food freezes. Tax extra.
Full traffic right now. Southbound I-25, things still moving a bit slow between Osuna and
I'm good.
Also still seeing slowdowns for southbound at Montana.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
It's time to take a drive, the Chevy Summer Drive, where you can get up to $2,750 cash back or choose financing as low as 1.9% on a new 2023 Chevy Silverado. When you think Chevrolet, think Malloy Chevrolet. MalloyChevrolet.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Vandy and the Marlins are live dogs. I'm Kate Constable here to help you beat the books with BetQL. Two of the surprise teams of the first half, the Marlins and the Orioles, face off tonight in Baltimore. Marlins ace Sandy Alcantara has not been in Cy Young form for most of the first half, but if he turns it on, look for the fish. The BetQL model thinks that could be tonight. BetQL has Marlins plus 105 on the money line. It's our best bet. I'm Kate Constable. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL app.
Leaving for the gym so early?
I'm ready to go.
Since you started taking Nugenix Total T, you've been acting like
In a bottle.
I feel like myself again. Lower testosterone after turning 40 slowed me down. Nugenix Total T has been a game changer for me.
What is it about Nugenix Total T that's different?
Well, it's a patented key ingredient called Testofen. It boosts free and total testosterone to help you get back the drive and energy from your youth. It's backed by 5 clinical studies.
I've seen the huge difference it's made for you in the gym, at work, and in the bedroom.
Isaiah, you there?
I'm glad I sent them a text for my complimentary.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
To 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Nugenix is the #1 selling.
What did I say we were coming back with?
At GNC and Walmart's. Do it now. And we'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest
running
most
backs.
powerful fat burner ever. Absolutely free. Text MAIN to 42424. That's MAIN to 42424.
What up, Zay?
So,
Summertime is the perfect time for spot.
How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Got that Bob Gibby on? What is that? Oh, Lou Brock? Okay. Let's go. I can't hear the station.
It's very faint.
Yeah, real quiet.
Brand new when we're done.
Hey, can you bring us back? I'm
On
going
the
to take
Spot
this.
is offering a 10%
Can you bring us
discount
back?
to
I'm
all
going to take this.
active and retired military. Schedule at 505-859
Radio better.
or online at
think so.
ocsdetailing.com.
Shopping end of season deals during the truckload event at Lowe's. Right now, save on major appliances and get an additional 10% off in-store clearance appliances. Plus, take up to 70% off select vanities like the Allen & Roth Vanity Combo. Was $1,399, now $409. Get great deals now. Lowe's knows savings.
How many
Lowe's
people are going
knows
to break
home
one of these
improvement.
mugs?
Valid for $7.19.
Every single one.
It'll be a bunch, right?
The park fans.
We got big umpire energy
Prescription
right
for
here.
an online consultation with a healthcare provider will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website
That's
for
blue.
details.
No, this guy right here.
Prescription required price varies based on product
That's
and
an
subscription
umpire.
Hey guys,
I
did you know
100%
there's a
know he's an
generic
umpire.
form of Viagra that
He
works
breaks his own
just the
books.
same, but is 95% cheaper? Just go to 4hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed,
It
and
was
the
that guy
process is
that owns
100% online. To start your free
that
online
Elroy
visit, go to
Cafe over there by the
forhims.com/joy. That's
station,
FORHIMS.com/JOY.
The guy that didn't believe in COVID.
If you're
Yeah.
hired, it can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack.
What's up
You
with
can hope
Tomato
the right
Cafe?
person comes along, or you can just
I don't know.
use
She was supposed to meet us at ABQ Action yesterday. Didn't
President
show.
of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Now try ZipRecruiter free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/FREE.
You know how those who are the best, whatever it is, just keep finding ways to get better? That's exactly the story at San Diego Golf Club. Voted best golf course in the city in 2022, San Diego Golf Club continues to improve the golf experience.
Wearing shorts
for
year-round
every
is
level of
crazy.
golf. First off, you need
Shorts in the winter, that's psychopath stuff.
That's psychopath.
I think jeans in the summer is more psychotic.
Sign up today and make San Diego
I think it just
your
depends your
club. You get
position.
discounted rounds,
Are you at work?
free
Or is
rewards,
there
and
an
all
expectation?
and earn
If it's
points
not,
at other true
you shouldn't
facilities
care.
along with other discounts and priorities. The
If it
more
is, you should
play,
very
the more
much
you get
care, because
rewarded.
that's your
Visit
livelihood.
SanDiegoGolf.com. Join San Diego Golf Club's daily deals text line at SanDiegoGolf.com. Click the red ticket to be entered for updates and the best deals offered at the state's
I own like 4
course.
pairs of
And
pants.
San Diego's professionals are committed to getting you to
That's
play
not
your
enough
best
pants,
golf
my
in
friend.
2023. Visit their
You need more pants.
PGA private
Not a
golf
pant guy.
coaches page.
We
Book
know
their
that,
private
but still, you
session
need some
with
options,
one of
bro.
their PGA golf coaches. Committed to providing the best
deny it.
experience and the best conditions.
What do you
Visit
got? One slack,
SanDiegoGolf.com
one
today.
khaki, one
Get
dark
the best
jean, one
available
light
rates
jean.
on
No
Lexington
khakis. I
time today.
refuse.
No
Guys
khakis.
about ready?
There's only one road,
I suck.
and there's
Okay,
only
it's not
one
khakis.
home.
The
for
whole Jake
road.
thing.
But I can't control what some of these people say.
I don't understand.
95.9
State Farm.
FM and
Oh,
AM
God.
610.
Okay.
The Sports Animal.
You guys are going hot now.
Back live from Ice Stoves Park. The gates are open. The beer steins are flowing.
Ooh-wee. A lot of smiling faces walking around the concourse right now, boys.
A lot of kitty doos out here, but they're not getting the beer signs. It's the parents. It's 21 and
Adults,
older.
yeah.
Yes.
21 and older.
Those are some cool mugs too, from what I've seen.
They look cool.
Very cool.
You can put beer in them.
Cup of coffee.
I guess you could also put other things in aren't beer. I didn't consider that when I started talking.
Yeah, anything that you want to pour in a receptacle of sorts to hold liquid, that's your guy.
In this order of liquids, it goes like this. Number 1, water.
Okay, duh.
All right, water is
Life
Essential.
as we know it would be
Yeah.
over without it.
yes.
Correct.
After that, beer.
Duh.
Okay. I think the list stops there.
I'm not a juice guy.
I don't mess with juice.
Miss me with juice.
I like wine.
Okay. I don't hate wine. To say that I like wine would be too extreme of a sentence.
You know me, I'm a big coffee and caffeine guy.
Ooh, I do like caffeine.
A little bit of tea.
Iced tea.
Ooh, I do like tea.
I'd rather have tea than coffee.
All right, so I'm outvoted here.
No, it's time of day.
Tea in third place.
Tea in third place, then coffee. Water, beer, tea, coffee.
Can I put ranch waters in with the water category? It's got the word water in
Is
it.
that hard A?
Yeah.
Hard A's are different. What's the trendy one now? Agave?
Reposada. Agave. Well, agave was what makes the tequila.
Yeah. You
And-
can't, you have to, if you're going to call it tequila, it has to be, it's like a champagne thing.
Yeah.
You can only call it tequila if you do it from the tequila region of Mexico. Everything else is just agave.
There you go. Hard A's are different. Did you know since 1968 the Buffalo Bills were undefeated at home when leading by 14 at halftime?
Until this year against the Vikings.
Till last year?
Yeah. Yep.
Ouch.
It's a tough one, you know. Hey, you know, streaks got to end at one point. You know, that's what the game is for.
Austin Eckler is talking. This one's interesting. Austin Eckler is a friend of the show. Austin Eckler has been on this program. Austin Eckler has said things to us and our audience, and he's been very kind to us. With that being said, I think he needs to talk a little bit less.
Well, he's not doing himself any favors.
No.
No.
Yeah.
The one thing, and I'm only speaking from my personal professional experience,
Okay.
the one thing you cannot do when negotiating or renegotiating or figuring out your own monies is have envy for other people's negotiating, renegotiating, or figuring out their monies. You cannot personally take as an attack what others earn.
Yeah, his line about backup wide receivers getting paid more than starting running backs kind of irked me.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
I'll tell you what irks me. Let me tell you what grinds my gears, Jakey boy. So he's under contract. He's already making millions and millions of dollars this year in the contract that he signed. Play that contract and then demand more money. You signed the contract. You knew how good you were when you signed the contract. You believed in yourself. You worked hard to get to that point to sign that big-ass contract. Now play it through and then demand more money.
So, misman the last part. The last part, I'm not on your team. If you exceed what someone was willing to give you, fight forever. But don't fight with the ammunition that is someone else's successful. I don't feel like that is going to give you any sort of credence, and I don't believe those that you negotiate with will believe that to increase your value. Otherwise, whatever tactic you want to use.
And I'm not pro-owner here, by the way. Everyone, all the friends of the show know we are a pro-labor.
Pro-labor.
This is a pro-labor.
Very
camp.
pro-labor.
We are not for the Masters, okay? Not the golf tournament.
No.
Yeah. The ownership class.
Correct.
But still, you're under contract. You're getting millions and millions of dollars to do the job that you agreed to do. Do the job awesome one more time and then go get all the money.
I think what frustrates Austin Eckler is that he was undrafted, so he missed the initial money. So he feels like he's playing catch up.
I don't. I think maybe there's some truth to where you're going, but I think the problem is his direction and how he's trying to get here is poor. You don't say backup wide receivers are my measurement. You don't say that's what I'm saying. What you say is Josh Jacobs, who got the franchise tag, Saquon Barkley, who got the franchise tag, Tony Pollard, who got the franchise tag, free agent Dalvin Cook, who got the franchise tag. Because if I'm the San Diego Chargers of Las Vegas and Los Angeles, I say those are your markables. That's your comparable.
Right.
You're those guys. They're also not getting paid. Third string wide receivers, who, by the way, play every down, they're not your equal. Figure it out, you weirdo that doesn't know the own market. By the way, friend of the show, and I really like him.
Yeah, he's a great dude, but I think he's wrong here.
Same.
I mean, I understand his value being a hybrid player. He's diet Christian McCaffrey. Like he can catch balls. He often leads the league in receptions for a running back. I mean, he could do things that most other running backs can't do. He deserves to make a lot of money. With that being said, you signed your name on the contract.
I mean, he's a great fantasy football running back, but like at the end of the day, I don't think he does deserve top running back money. I think he's in that, 7 to 15 range in the rankings. Probably not 15 as low as that, but he's kind of a little above average running back.
But so is everyone. Every third wide receiver is a little above average running back. Because in the quote-unquote modern NFL, it's a position that has as little value as any position on the field, including middle linebacker. Like, it just does not matter. It's not the ground and pound, 2 yards in a cloud of dust. Every single snap your Buffalo Bills take is in the shotgun.
Yeah, we don't run the ball.
No one does. Go to the NFL, become a running back, get ready to get mad.
He's making $6.25 million plus whatever the cut of his signing bonus was, extrapolated over the life of a contract. That's a lot of money to play football at the running back position.
He was 5th overall in receptions. Isn't that wild?
He's good. I'm not saying he's not good. He's fantastic.
For no yards. They were all super short. It's like when Jimmy Graham was like the option in Seattle. Like, well, dink. Jimmy Graham played one college football game.
Yeah, pretty much. He hooped, though, at Miami.
Sure. Cool. Big biceps.
I don't know. I think players, because we're in this era of like pro player power. But I think players need to let the agents do their job.
I agree.
That's how you get paid. Once you start making comments to the media and publicly and doing everything on social media, that's where everybody gets lost.
Well, he's already the 12th highest paid running back. How much more does he deserve?
I think that's perfect.
With him being fantastic, being a hybrid receiver as well, I get it. Your next contract's going to be slightly bigger, but not much.
We're going to break. Whenever we get back, more from 2 Men On. It's 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
This report is sponsored by Taco Supreme Beefy 5-layer burrito, crunchy taco, cinnamon twist, and medium drink. Taco Bell's $5 cravings box is packed as ever and $5 as ever. Get one at Taco Bell stores. Score limit 10 and Contact store for price and participation in training. Drinks exclude freezers. Tax extra.
Well, traffic right now, we're seeing more slowdowns westbound on I-40. And it looks like we have a crash I-40 westbound, just west of Rio Grande. Short of Rio. We'll see slowdowns starting around 7th Street. So watch out for that. Southbound I-25, things still moving a bit slow between Racine and Montgomery. Also still seeing slowdowns for southbound at Montana.
This report brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union.
Paying too much for your auto loan? Refinance with Sandia Area, and you can save big this summer. Apply today at sandia.org. Sandia Area, better banking without the bank. Restrictions apply. Member eligibility required.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Andrew Burloff with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Wrangler. It's Wrangler season out there. Open roads, endless horizons. Shop Wrangler.com for new denim style. Time's running out for Saquon Barkley and Josh Jacobs. They both have until Monday to accept their team's franchise tags. But it looks likely the star running backs could end up holding out. Running back used to be a high-profile spot. Now it's an afterthought. I'm Andrew Burloff.
Registration is now open for the Lobo Cancer Challenge. Cancer can affect anyone at any stage of life, and you can unite with us against cancer and raise money for the UNM Comprehensive Cancer Center. Choose your bike, run, walk, or stair challenge for this September 23rd event and get your dedication bib and t-shirt. Plus, every dollar raised supports cancer patients, cancer research, outreach, and training right here in New Mexico. Sign up now or get more details online at lobocancerchallenge.org. And we'll see you on race day.
I was driving home from work.
I got off the bus on my
Oh,
way
we
home
got
the same way every day.
from work. I get off the same stop every day.
Driving through the intersection.
Walking through the intersection.
Got 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yep.
And it was too late. When you're walking,
When you're driving,
Look for me. Drivers, look for pedestrians. Pedestrians, look for drivers. Sponsored by NMDOT and aired in cooperation with the NMDA and the state.
If you're hired,
Oh
if
my
you feel like
gosh, how you
trying to
doing,
find
Trouble?
a needle in a
Everything good?
haystack, you can hope
Good.
the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. Like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers.
ZipRecruiter helps you find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day.
What's
Now
his dick
try
taste like?
ZipRecruiter free at
What?
ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Oh.
.com/FREE.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about getting you and your crew
Duh.
to quit in time sooner. That's why our service is a cut above. You see, no matter the project, we'll get you to the right metal, shape, and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast. And yeah, we'll deliver. Leaving plenty of time for the important things, like opening an ice cold can of aluminum. Metal Supermarkets. Order online at metalsupermarkets.com.
The Dell Technologies Black Friday in July event has arrived with limited quantity deals on top tech to power any passion. Save on select XPS PCs and more powered by the latest Intel Core processors. Plus, get savings on select monitors and accessories, free shipping, and monthly payment options with Dell Preferred Account. Save today by calling 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL. Offered to U.S. residents by WebBank, who determines qualifications for and terms of credit.
Mandatory spokesperson. Action Matters is responsible for the content of this ad.
Toxic water at Camp Lejeune has caused pain, suffering, and death for tens of thousands of dedicated Americans and their families. If you're a
I don't know,
current or
Cliff.
former Marine,
Maybe some
dependent
sort of
Marine,
on-field thing.
or civilian who worked at Camp Lejeune at any time from 1953 to 1987,
We're gonna
you
come
may
back talking
entitle
about
to
this Dwayne
significant
Wade
cash compensation.
buying the
800-306-0536
Chicago Sky.
now to see if you qualify. Studies have found the water at Camp Lejeune was contaminated with toxic chemicals causing serious health conditions such as bladder, breast, or kidney cancer, Parkinson's, leukemia, and non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, as well as miscarriages, infertility issues, and certain birth defects. A new law was signed, allowing anyone that spent time at the base to seek the justice and compensation they deserve. Billions have been set aside by the government to compensate victims, all Marines, dependents, and civilian workers who spent time at Camp Lejeune anytime from 1953 to 1987 and developed a serious health condition.
Dwayne
who may
Wade's
be
from
entitled to
Chicago,
significant
right?
cash compensation, even
He's
if you were
from
denied
Chicago,
a disability
Dwayne
claim
Wade.
in the past. Call 800-306-0536 now to see if you qualify. Hurry, time is limited. Call 800-306-0536, 800-306-0536.
The Jim Rome Show.
I love the game, but I don't play the game.
Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sport.
Mike's going hot now.
Back live at Istones Park, and did Albuquerque miss baseball, boys? I mean,
Yeah, this is packed.
Come get your beer steins early. Come hang out and do that thing.
They did. There's still a few beer steins left. If you're on your way here, congratulations. You're probably going to make it.
We've had this talk on air. I'm going to try to connect these two things. It's the same mindset for me. I know it's not the exact same example. I hate Title IX. Talk about it all the time. I think it's stupid. I think if you want to propel women in athletics at the collegiate level, you should do it because you want to do it. You should be invested. You should give them all the effort that they so very much deserve, and you should not be forced to, because when forced to, you do it poorly.
Well, the Supreme Court just got rid of affirmative action, so maybe.
Oh, yeah, right?
Yeah.
So you'll sleep better at night.
Oh, I
They
didn't
might
even-
get rid of Title IX next.
I didn't even think about that.
It's crazy.
This world's gross sometimes.
It is crazy.
So, Dwayne Wade, who's from Chicago, he bought into the ownership group of the Chicago Sky. Now, this is interesting. This is the WNBA team.
Right.
And they're not owned or associated with the Bulls in any way. There's a handful of NBA teams that own WNBA teams. This ain't it. With that said, better be there for the right reason, my man. Because I think I'm weirded out with high-profile anyone's just latching on to virtue signaling-esque career paths for no reason whatsoever.
I think Dwayne Wade's doing this all for the right reasons. I think overall, with everything that Dwayne Wade has experienced in his life, for example, his child, for example, Gabrielle Union, all of that, they're very pro-ally.
Yeah.
And I don't think Dwayne Wade is doing this for the wrong reasons.
You're often incorrect, but on this one, you nailed it. I think his heart's in the right place. He has all the right intentions. You know, he cares about empowering young women to make it to the NBA, to use that sport, to not only become the best professionals they could be, but, I mean, you get talented enough, you get a college degree.
Yeah, true. And that's huge.
I think I have a little bit of an issue with the second that you do it, because apparently it just happened today, that you go out and start talking about how you're the highest profile person in this league now and how you're this. And maybe I'm an idiot, boys. I don't necessarily need the figurehead of the WNBA to be a dude.
I agree.
Like, if you really want to make the change, come in. And I'm not saying you got to be silent, but I'm saying you got to be less spoken. Like, make those changes and impacts that you claim are going to be there. And then let this thing have the momentum and direction that it needs to have, like, sans you.
Well, perhaps this is just the first domino.
Okay.
You got a big name like D-Wade, buys into the league, gets positive attention to the league. He'll probably infuse some money and some extra advertising dollars. It'll make the team better. And maybe this is the first domino of more famous athletes contributing to the WNBA franchise from their hometown.
So you think it's a passion project, or you think it'll be a profitable project? Because the WNBA don't make no money.
They do not make any money.
They've never had positive revenue since they've been founded.
But
neither is MLS.
But with comes attention, with comes some success. Money will come as well. We're not talking NBA, MLB, NFL money, but you can make these WNBA teams in the black if they get the right amount of attention.
I don't know, man. You ever been to a WNBA game?
Never.
You know the answer.
Yeah. If we were in Chicago tonight, I'm assuming there's WNBA tonight. I don't know. If we were in Chicago tonight, and I said to you two boys, I have free tickets to a WNBA game, or I have $10. Which one would you want?
I would say, do you have drink tickets?
I'm taking the $10. There's a guy on TikTok that does it for the Indiana Fever, and he'll go around and asking them, like, do you know what our WNBA team name is or anything like that? And they have no idea. Offers them free tickets or $10. I've never seen anybody take the tickets.
I tried to watch it. I tried to embrace it. I tried to like it. It's just awful.
Well, you're not a young, impressionable young woman.
Good point.
Yeah, I mean, they don't make it for you, Fred.
So I've had this argument before with a group of ladies, and I said, they were talking about the WNBA and why it's not successful. I said, why do you feel so much pressure to put that towards men to support the WNBA? Because we support men watching basketball in the NBA. You guys, though, decide to watch the Kardashians and give all your attention and time to these other woman influencers, but you want the WNBA to be successful, then you have to be a part of that too and watch.
Says the guy that just watched 4 straight episodes of the Brittany McMahon show. What was
She's
it?
Also a
Brittany
partial
Mahomes
owner
show.
of a women's soccer team in Kansas City, whatever it's called, and their MLS.
I'm sure.
Well, you guys know they say apparently in the WNBA it's like more technical. Like they actually, go off technique.
The fundamental,
plays.
they use the
it's more
fundamentals of
fundamental.
basketball.
So like when
because
you're
they can't jump over people.
I think they should lower the rim a foot or two.
So
I don't hate that.
Oh,
I've heard a
God.
lot of coaches that will coach WNBA. They draw up better plays because you have to draw things for people to get open and get opportunity, rather than athleticism being what gets you open.
Yeah, a lot of coaches that I know love amateur sports, love collegiate sports, because coaching matters more there. You could be in any professional sport, and as long as you have all the best athletes, it doesn't matter who the coach is. On an equitable, equal playing field, it matters how good your coach is. Just like amateur sports, like women's sports, collegiate sports, the coaches are more involved, more important.
In women's collegiate basketball, the winningest programs technically have the best coaches, but it's only because they have the best players. I'll stand by that forever.
Sure.
Yeah. Connecticut, Tennessee, Baylor, like we can run the list of the obvious ones. They get the best players. And why do they do that? Because they care the most. Best facilities, best accoutrement. They got it figured out there.
Maybe D-Wade can do that in the WNBA.
I would love for that. Jasu Sean joins us whenever we get back. It's been a good radio show today. 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Clear?
Yep.
This message brought to you by Sandia Golf Club. Our state's best golf course, voted on by golfers, is Sandia Golf Club. Committed to providing the best experience and best conditions to golfers of all levels. There's nothing like it. Visit sandiagolf.com for the best available rates and to book your tee time today. We'll see you on the tee.
Traffic right now. Things continue to move a bit slow westbound on I-40 between 2nd Street and Rio Grande, so watch out for that. But most everything else looks good right now. I-25 is moving up to speed in both directions. Paseo, Alameda, and Montano, those river crossings all look good. We are seeing a little bit of a slowdown southbound on Coors as you approach Montano. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Michael Carlisle from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Did you know that Indigo Mortgage has had the same name and ownership for 20 years now? I can think of only a tiny handful of local mortgage companies that can make that claim. I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage, and proud to say that over the last 20 years, we have helped many homeowners in our community finance their homes with honesty and integrity. And in today's mortgage environment, borrowers need an advocate working for them, not an application taker like that with big banks and national lenders. Because Indigo Mortgage is a broker, we can most often find the right mortgage with the lowest rates for our borrowers. And please shop around to be certain that you're getting the best rates and fees on your mortgage. And as always, be sure to include your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage. Find us on the net at indigomortgage.net or by calling 836-5700. That's 836-5700. Indigo Mortgage, NMLS 23-1962 and 18835.
If you're hiring, it can feel like trying to find a needle in a haystack. You can hope the right person comes along, or you can just use ZipRecruiter. Like Marco, president of operations at Telly Tires and Auto Centers.
ZipRecruiter helps me find all the right people, even the most difficult jobs to fill.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Now try ZipRecruiter free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/FREE. Gambling is more than slot machines and table games. Today, it also includes betting on sports, at casinos, sports books, online wagering, at game day gatherings, and on the golf course. Make a game plan for sports betting. Set a limit for how much you'll bet and stick to it. If you're wagering too much or concerned about a family member's gambling, reach out. The Responsible Gaming Association of New Mexico funds confidential help for problem gambling. Call the helpline or visit rganm.org.
KNML AM Albuquerque is the sports animal. Proud to be a Cumulus media station.
Even if they're not that proud of us.
What time are we off?
Now
12.
betting for the sports animal.
12? Okay.
Your afternoon drive.
Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
You come over here with me.
And in the on-deck circle.
Are we standing? I want to stand.
Look at
This
this.
is
No,
2
you're
men
double.
on with Van Nunley and Fred
oh,
Slow.
nice.
Mike going hot now.
Welcome back to the program. Boys are live at Isotopes Park. Josh Sushan joins us. Let's go.
Yeah.
What's the record for most number of people you've had on the air all at one time with microphones? Is this it? Is this 4 it? Or has there been a 5?
We're counting Zay because that's 5.
Yeah, Zay.
5. Okay. Has there ever been a time where you like shared a microphone where there's like 6, or are we at the peak limit right now?
Yeah, we've had a few teams on. Like we have multiple players on, so we have like 6 or 7.
It's
before.
never gone well.
Yeah, it's got to pass the microphone hand to hand.
But you're right, Josh. Call the show 505-246-0610. Join our foursome.
Five-some
now.
It's like a golf thing. It's like a. You remember how to call baseball? What's up?
Hope so. I was actually thinking about that as I was walking in. Like, wait, how do I do this again? What's all this stuff that I do?
Yeah. Why is
We'll
my
find
name
out.
on this office?
We'll find out. We'll find out in less than an hour.
Are you allergic to bees?
I don't like bees.
You don't like bees?
Yeah, they don't like me either, which is why they go to me a lot.
No, they like people like that. It's like about them. They go to sweet people.
Oh,
that's what I was told.
Sush, he is sweet.
I think it has something to do with like how you exhale, right? Something to do with like the carbon dioxide. Is that
Seriously?
Right?
Or are you just making that up?
Isn't it
Oh,
just
that's
pheromones?
mosquitoes. That's mosquitoes.
Pheromones.
I know
Pheromones.
bees smell beer.
Mosquitoes really like me.
Yeah. Are you O negative?
Yes, actually.
Yeah. So am I. So it's like I believe that's part of it too. This is all actual stuff. I'm not just making this up.
This sounds like Fred making things up on the fly, but I'm going to believe that this is actually true.
You're making them up on the bee.
Oh.
Not so bad at all. Not so bad at all. Second half, Isotopes are sitting pretty, really, kind of at the top of the PCL doing a thing over here, and they got a bunch of games in front of them. But we were talking a little bit off air where depending on what the Dodgers do at the major league level with their AAA level talent, the PCL might look a little bit different here come August.
Well, remember, Oklahoma City, they're in the playoffs no matter what.
Yeah.
Right? And they can't, if they win the second half, it doesn't matter. It's still whoever has the next best second half record. It's not overall second best record. It's just second half. So it doesn't matter what the Dodgers do. Now, I find this, okay, so the first half ended. We had a 2-day break. Then we played 12. We're in first place. Then we had a 4-day break, and it kind of feels like the second half. But no, we've already started the second half. Like you said, we're on a roll. We got like an all-new bullpen, and all those are dudes who can pitch, who can throw hard. And we're locking down games against El Paso and then against Oklahoma City. So I like what the boys are looking like right now. We'll see what happens with the Rockies trading deadline and what's going to happen with their bullpen and all that kind of stuff. Who knows? But I like how we're sitting right now.
The internet told me you're getting Nolan Arenado back. That's what the internet told me.
That the Isotopes are getting Nolan?
The Rockies are.
Oh, really?
That's what the internet said.
I believe the internet to be wrong in this situation.
Just telling you.
Yeah, I believe that was wrong. Can I know who in the internet said that? Was it Ken Rosenthal or Jeff Passan? Otherwise, I don't believe it.
It was neither of those gentlemen.
Then I don't
It was
believe
Fred's burner account.
Then I don't believe it one bit.
Yeah, I was a Cardinals fan 1986 forever.
Yeah.
So
69_420.
Yeah, that's exactly who it was.
Well, in that case, it's totally believable.
Yeah, it's the second, like we were talking about the second half, obviously, and Oklahoma City's going to be there. But this one's interesting because there's something to play for, right? So we were talking to Hunter Stovall a little bit earlier, where it's not the, hey, the first half was rough and guys cycled through and we're just kind of going through the motions the rest of the year. Hunter was saying locker room's dialed in. He was saying clubhouse is dialed in.
Yeah.
And then have you felt that as you're around batting practice? Have you felt that when you're on the road with the team?
Yes, absolutely. And I think a number of things contribute to that. Number one, 0-0. All right, it's like second opening day. It's opening day 2.0. So like Hunter said, something to play for. Don't discount Winton Bernard walks in the clubhouse and it just lights everybody up. Don't discount that. And then number three, I mentioned how we have all these new dudes in the bullpen, and they're dudes who can pitch, but also they don't know 3 months of frustration. They don't know 3 months of AAA travel where you're oh, that bus ride, oh, that delayed flight, oh, we got in after midnight, and then Tacoma scheduled us an 11 a.m. game that we had to turn around and play, right? So you don't have a full team full of guys who dealt with that. You have brand new guys, whole bunch of brand new guys. And that's why you have a split season format because your roster in August and September is so different than your roster in April and May. And so it becomes a good reset. And final point about this, farm directors love the split season format because they want players to have as much practice of playing games that matter for the playoffs. And so if you can get double the games that matter for the playoffs, farm directors love that.
Hunter Stovall on the program earlier. He's one of our favorites, multiple friend of the show. He seems like he's one of the catalysts of this change. Like he's one of the spark plugs too, right?
I mean, Hunter's just always just full of energy, right? Whether it's batting practice, whether it's the game, like he's just always full of energy. He's always going to bring it all the time. And, Stovall's he's this guy who, like, lately, he plays, he bats 8 or 9, and you're like, all right, it's like second leadoff guy.
Yeah.
You get to Hunter at the bottom of the lineup, and you're like, all right, here we go. Here starts a rally right here. And then they've been playing him all over the place in the infield, and he's just going to he might be my favorite guy at turning double plays at second base. He is so fast,
Sure.
and I've seen a lot of good second basemen. I was talking about Isotopes time. He might be my favorite fastest pivot double play turner.
Twitchy dude out there.
Yeah,
it's like as soon as he has it, his body's moving in the right direction. Kind of a weird little throwback weekend, just 3 games in this series against the Bees. You got Monday off, and then you're on the road near Houston. I guess preparing for a 3-game series is the same as preparing for a 6, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I had to remind myself if today is the ABS game or whether it's a challenge game. For the record, it's challenge.
Yeah.
Because Friday, Saturday, Sunday is the challenge games. So I had to remind myself of that. I remember when I first got to this league and it was 4-game series. I was like, man, game 4 all the time. That's a lot. That's a lot of games to play against the same team. I'm used to 2 and 3 gamers in the major leagues. Then we go to this 6-game series. Whoa. And now you're like, wait, we're out of here in 3. We're going to have someone is going to win this series.
Yes.
It's not going to be a split, right? The rain, who knows? But no, someone's going to win this series. So that's kind of cool that we're back to 3 games and high-fiving more mascots.
Live radio.
Yes, exactly.
Live radio.
So here we go.
From the New Mexico Rail Runner. More high fives for the kiddos out here.
Skin trophies, feather trophy actually with him.
Yes.
There's Wi-Fi on the Rail Runner. I guess that's a thing.
The Bees got devastated by call-ups too. Like their 2 best hitters just got called up. Trey Cabbage and Michael Stefanik. Those 2 guys killed us back in June.
It's always interesting to me. I use the words devastator, like negative connotation to me, because to me it's like promoted.
Right.
To me it's like graduated. To me it's like
it's exciting for them, not so exciting for their fans and for everyone.
I think there's like a deeper ideal behind it though, because I think, and maybe I'm wrong, boys, but I think AAA fan loves seeing their guys at the major league level, not only with their own team, but if they end up with with a team elsewhere.
Yeah.
I think that's how individual fandom really grows from the AAA level. I don't necessarily know if you love just the Rockies or just the Dodgers or whatever.
I think it's more of like a player's.
Yeah, you love where
thing.
your boys go.
I know a lot of people who became such a fan of D. Gordon that when Gordon was with the Marlins or the Mariners or whatever, they'd go to Denver, they'd go to Phoenix, they'd go to Arlington. They would go to see D because they formed such a bond with D when he played here. So you're right.
My daughter's all-time favorite player.
D. Gordon?
Yeah.
Really?
Steals and triples. A lot of fun to watch.
My all-time favorite player when it comes to renegotiating a contract and then immediately giving up. He's the benchmark of go cheat, get paid, never try again. You are a hero to me on so many levels professionally. I'm in. I subscribe to the Tao of D.
Strange Gordon now.
Is that real?
Yes.
Yeah.
He got paid.
That's his mom's name.
He got paid, and he bought some extra letters to put on his jersey.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I have no idea where he played after suspension.
He went to the Mariners, and they turned him into a center fielder. And then he bounced around to some AAA teams on minor league contracts. I don't think he's playing anymore, is he?
I haven't heard anything.
If only there was a technological device in front of us or in our pockets that would give us the answer to whether
There's so many people at Isotopes Park that the Wi-Fi has given out on the live stream that is radio only, the traditional throwback classic way. I literally tried to pull up the game notes whenever you came over. They were not loading. This is straight from the hip.
Really?
Who's on the pregame?
By the way, Duke's Retro Night tomorrow.
Let's
John
go.
Eli, Gary Heron being inducted into the Albuquerque Professional Baseball Hall of Fame. Very excited about that. John Eli won the pitcher's triple crown, which means the ERA title, the most wins and most strikeouts, while playing his home games in Albuquerque.
In 2012?
2012, good memory. And then pregame show is Steve Clockey, Salt Lake Bees, longtime play-by-play announcer. He started with them in '94. He's retiring at the end of this season. 29 years doing AAA baseball.
Wow.
Over about 4,000 games.
I did years ago. I did some stuff with the Modesto Bees. This is a million.
Modesto
years. Nuts. Yeah, and then I guess they had an affiliation with. It all worked out in a way to where it ended up like everyone in the front office over there ended up with Salt Lake somehow.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, this. Minor league baseball is weird. Like this.
Well, once one person goes over, you just hire your friends.
It's not wrong. It's absolutely not wrong at all.
Choose your friends wisely.
I can't tell if we're at the Isaac music or not, but I know we're at the time mark.
All right, I'm going to start walking back upstairs. Thanks,
Josh,
guys.
you're the absolute best. What an excellent day to be back at baseball here at Isotope Park. Isaiah Johnson back at the studio. Thank you for your help today, brother.
You're welcome. Exit at 14, sir.
Oh, okay. So we got one more minute to run.
Well, we'll give.
But we don't need Josh.
We'll give Susha a head start.
2-minute break.
How about
Big
that?
thank you to everyone who hung out with us for the worst sports week of the year.
One of our best radio weeks of the year.
It was a weird one. Jake Cassio sat in with us twice this week.
Loved it.
Wasn't so bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah, ABQ Axe was great to us, obviously here at Isotope Spark. The feedback that we got on the 30 Billionaire Royal Rumble was too positive. I hate to think that could be a standard. It was too good.
Man, I think we're going to have to start cooking up some more stuff like that, my friend.
I was listening yesterday, guys. I was listening to your guys' Royal Rumble, and I thought it was amazing.
That's kind of you. The problem I have in believing that is I don't think anyone really wants it regularly. It's like Christmas.
Sure. Right.
Yeah, you can't have Christmas every day.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
It's not magic.
Also, there was no like Inside Radio. There was no preparedness on that bit.
That was all freestyle.
It was
all live freestyle off the hip.
That's what made it so impressive. Because I knew you guys were doing it off the top of your head, and you guys were just bouncing off each other. I thought it was great.
I sent a text in the morning that said 30 Billionaire Royal Rumble, and then no one responded.
I was like, this is going to be fun. I don't know what this means, but I like it.
This is super wild. I think all the beer sign. Well, there's a lot left actually. So it was like a super early push. Beer signs still available here at Isotope Park. Come get yours if you haven't got yours. Banger of a week, boys. Josh, anyone you want to say hi? Josh, he just left. Jake, anyone you want to say hi to?
Hi, Mom.
Always.
Zay, you're producing the Isotopes broadcast. Enjoy your night at the station. Van, final words.
Too much for the time allotted, my friend, but make sure, friends of the show, you stay safe out there. Have as much fun as possible. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and make sure you check out the opening drive Monday morning with Jeff and JJ.
It's a heat dome.
It's a heat dome. It's a dome of heat is what I've heard.
Good job, everyone. GG.
See you on Monday, Burke.
Clear.